The city needs your help. Let's go, true believers.
Hey, there's these fun rumors going around about Warner Brothers offloading some assets and whatever, and an AT&T merger, and man, it's really fun to go through all that shit. But what's more interesting to me is the stuff where Ed Boon's talked about having talks with Disney about doing a Marvel fighting game. And obviously, when you hear that, it's like, I suppose it would be a la Injustice, because that's like, what we think of when we think of an Ed Boon superhero fighting game. So, since that possibility is a little renewed and interesting, not just to us, like, super nerds, but also to Ed Boon super nerd, I thought maybe it was time that we revisit the idea of what might a NetherRealm headed up Marvel fighting game look like roster-wise. So, I reeled in some other dudes from around the podcast thing, the host guys. I got Temp, Smokeman, and Razor here, and we're gonna call off our top 10 picks each. Not full rosters, top 10 picks, and then 5 honorable mentions for each of us. We each have our own base roster we're assuming made it into the game. They're the usual suspects, and that's why we didn't put them on our list, because we wanted to get to the ones that are more interesting / like really, 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 really important characters that we're most emphatic about. At least that's the way that I approach this. Because there's a lot of Marvel characters that I personally am really, really emphatic about. I've been a Marvel fanboy forever. Way more so than DC. Like, man, an Injustice game comes out and I'm like, I hope I get a Robin. With fucking Marvel, it's like, damn, there's like a billion characters. That would be super sick. And we're going to talk about some of those right fucking now. And to kick the list off, we're going to go one by one. We're going to do a countdown style. How about Razor? You kick us off.
Number 10!
Number 10!
Alright, so my base assumption was just that, like, all the mainstream Avengers, probably a lock, so I didn't pick any of them. That's it. Just, like, Cap, Iron Man, Thor, Hulk. So my number 10, because I believe if your fighting game doesn't have a Bruce Lee clone, you didn't make a fighting game. I pick Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi, okay.
Shang-Chi,
Nice.
That's a good pick.
That is.
He has a movie coming out next year, too.
He do.
He do indeed.
That's a really good pick. Good pick. Smoke Man, go for it.
Well, my number 10, most of my list is actually comprised of villains, because I think it's more interesting to play as them in a fighting game sense. And for a superhero game, I'd want some villain representation for every hero. So my number 10 is going to be the leader. Because he's like the only other Hulk villain I can really think of. Unless we want to go with just a fucking clone like the Abomination or some obscure fuck like Zax.
Yeah, I mean, Abomination would just be a premier skin, wouldn't he?
He would. But I think the leader would be kind of cool because you could do some cool like mind shit. Like you can make him mind control and shit. He could kind of be like Zod in a sense, where he could just pull out a fucking random gun that he made that seemed like it'd be like out of this world or some shit, but he built himself because he's just that fucking smart. But that's my number 10, the leader, the Hulk's arch nemesis.
Arch nemesis. Is the leader Hulk's arch nemesis?
I'd say so.
He hasn't really gotten his due, I would say. But I think he is the most interesting Hulk villain.
I always think of Ross whenever I think of his arch nemesis.
Yeah, there's like General Rod, but that Red Hulk would be another premier skin, wouldn't it?
Red Hulk probably would. If you're doing it, go ahead.
I wouldn't call General Ross a super villain, so I don't really count him.
He's a persistent annoyance. He's almost like J. Jonah Jameson is to Spider-Man.
Yeah,
I was gonna say with a little
At least
bit more
until he
like,
became the Red Hulk.
Even Ross has a little bit more like political power or military power than Jameson, but it is that same kind of idea. Like, General Ross isn't gonna go up and like, all right, Hulk, you and me, let's go. Like it's,
dude, military strikers.
I mean, there are some times where they got really out there with Jameson, like they have him create the Scorpion.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Wait, him like actually created, not
he found Mac Gargan and he like funded the experiments.
Wasn't that the original origin?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, in the comics, Jameson did that, which is really
Yeah.
weird for like a newspaper guy to make a supervillain.
Yeah. Bias media much.
Okay, that was your number 10, Smoke Man. Up next, Temp.
So,
Sup?
basically, my list is just to kind of give a quick overview. My criterion for picking characters was based on two things. One, how high concept is the gameplay? Well, what's the gameplay flexibility? Would I have fun doing shit with this character? Two was, wouldn't it be cool if? That was my other criterion. So some of these characters, I don't know what they're going to do in a fighting game. That's kind of why I want to see them. And I'm kind of okay, because I come from a Marvel vs. Capcom background, I'm okay with characters doing bombastic shit that they can't technically do in the comics, like Gambit shooting like a pillar of light at you. Like, okay. So, my pick is going to be Archangel. And I picked this character because I miss him. It's been a while. The last time I saw him, well, we're not going to talk about that. But in the 90s, I thought he was really interesting. And I think he's very flexible. He's not high concept, not at all. He flies, right? But I feel like flight is one of the most untapped categories in the sort of like the gameplay terrain. So he could be a flying character plus grappling. He could be a flight brawler. He could be a flight zoner. Very flexible. And typically, I think the history of flight characters has a pretty good success history, right? Like it's
No.
Hot Girl I thought was well done. Firebrand in Marvel vs. Capcom I think was well done. Sindel's flight cancels are like the coolest thing in any NRS game ever. What's up?
No, I was just Hot Girl.
I mean,
PTSD.
I think NRS sometimes
Netcode.
struggles with the flying because they usually make a guy like Sindel or Ermac who hovers in place and can't do anything while they're up there. Like, what is the point?
They did it better. If you wanted, I guess, a more like open flight character, Spectral Ermac I think did a good job because Spectral Ermac could do three things.
Yeah.
One, he could actually maneuver from a distance with zoning abilities.
I
He could also
wish
cancel
that
flight like a rating torpedo, but he could also cancel the flight on pressure for an overhead mix-up. So it actually was, I think, maybe more what you're looking for.
I just wish that if they made a flying character, it would play more like the air combat in an MVC game, where you can actually maneuver and do normals and combos while you're up there.
Mhm.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
I would want like air strings and shit.
Yeah,
I'm actually one of the biggest defenders of Mortal Kombat Armageddon's gameplay. I like the air combos. I like Mortal Kombat characters having an aerial rave. But
I think it was
was
stiffly
just-
animated, but the idea has merit.
well, even if it didn't work great in concept, I thought it worked okay. I see why people don't like. Well, a little bit. I see why people don't like it. I don't really understand the overreaction, but I think to me, what frustrates is
We can
even
talk
if people
about it
don't like
sometime.
it, like this is why we can't have nice things. When they try to do different shit,
Oh,
people
man.
take a big dump on them, right? So I think if we can open up Archangel, I think it'd be super fun to play as. But yeah, what's up?
I really like Archangel. I've always liked him when I was a kid. I loved the blue and pink kind of or purplish color scheme. I like that his wings are like razor sharp and shit. I always preferred Archangel over to just Angel himself.
I mean, regular Angel is boring as shit. You
Yeah,
can't do anything
it's
except
high school
fly.
trophy for most improved for sure.
Yeah.
I had a feeling that you were going to go Archangel whenever you mentioned Gambit. I don't know.
Interesting.
Well, I guess they were both Apocalypse Horsemen of Death, weren't they?
At different
Yeah,
times.
Yeah,
he was-
not at the
he was,
same time. That
Horseman.
doesn't work.
He might have been the Horseman of Death. I'm not sure.
I mean, they both wear the funny headgear cowl things.
They do.
They're both from the 90s.
They are both 90s ass characters. Okay, you're number 10. My number 10, and I did my list. I did my list coming from the assumption that, like, okay, listen, this is what a good Marvel fighting game roster looks like, and you can also actually look at Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, which has a really good Marvel roster
It does.
for any video game. Like, if you want to do a Marvel video game, Marvel overall, like, just you can look at that shit. But like, I made my list. Like, listen, Marvel versus Capcom Infinite had a shitty roster. This is what a Marvel fucking roster should look like. And my only assumptions going in were, like, granted, were Iron Man, Cap, and Hulk. Except My Captain America is Falcon. And with that, my number 10 spot goes to Steve Rogers. Older Steve Rogers.
Interesting.
Because
old Steve Rogers.
older, I wouldn't make him like he was like in Endgame, like no, I don't think I will. Which I mean that was great. I love fucking old Steve Rogers in the movie. He was tight.
Before he went back in time and ruined Peggy's family, that's Steve Rogers?
Yeah, he just ruins everything. Yeah, that's the Steve Rogers.
You say ruin, I say improve.
Dude, I mean, I would have liked to see that old Steve Rogers walking around with Mjolnir. That would have been tight. But yeah, no. This is like older-ish Steve Rogers, and like I would kind of like to see him heading up the Avengers as older Steve Rogers. But whatever. That's my number 10 spot, Steve Rogers. And obviously, like Falcon being Captain America, he wouldn't play like Captain America. So, like,
he'd have the wings.
Yeah, he's got wings. He's doing.
Do they both have shields? Like, does Steve have the triangle shield?
He might have something.
Or is it like the hologram one?
He might have something. Yeah, he would have a shield. Come on, dude. He's fucking Captain. No. Wolverine's not gonna have claws in this fucking X-Men game. Bro. Yeah. That's my Steve Rogers. Okay, number 10.
Okay, so we're back to me?
Yep, back to you.
Number 9! So I wanted a Guardians of the Galaxy pick, but like Gamora is boring and everybody does rocket riding Groot.
They do.
I picked Mantis.
Oh,
that's a good choice, in my opinion.
Yeah, like I wanted a psychic character, and also like in the comics, Mantis knows kung fu. Like in the movies, she's straight up alien, but in the comics, she's like a Vietnamese lady who has like alien DNA or something. I'm not sure her exact backstory, but I know she's from Earth originally.
Oh, I'm not up on my comic Mantis. Is she as anime in the comics as she is in the movie?
She's not quite as anime.
Okay.
I mean, she is still like the cutesy one, and she has this whole like pacifism thing going on.
Oh.
Old Mantis looked weird, didn't she? She had like a
Well,
different.
she originally had like, I mean, she looked like a normal person, and now she's green with antennas, and they kind of split the difference, so she's flesh colored but has antennas in the movie.
Okay. I kind of prefer the green color.
Yeah, I like her green.
I think they might have changed that because of Gamora.
Yeah, there's a lot of green people in
Drax,
Guardians.
It's like it's like how Tom Rothman, when they made X-Men 3, said that we can't have 3 blue people in the movie, otherwise
Yeah, we can't have Mystique, Nightcrawler, and Beast. There's too many blue people. People will think this movie is nothing but blue people. Weird.
I fucking hate Tom Rothman.
It's like the audience, like he was picturing the audience. Why didn't anyone tell me there was this many blue people? I would have never supported this movie. Had I known. That is me.
That movie had Angel too. They could have made him blue.
They could have.
They could have made him blue.
Damn. In the comics, does Mantis still have like the same like go to sleep powers?
I mean, I don't remember her powers being ghostly in the movie either.
Not ghostly, go to sleep.
Go to sleep. Okay, it's telepathy. She's a telepath. That's what she does. It's psychic.
Okay.
She can do it.
You're right.
Like,
she is psychic. She's very.
She is. Yeah. So in the comics, she's psychic, but she also knows kung fu. That's the main difference.
Okay, that sounds cool. I'm in. That was number 9. Who's up next? Smoke Man.
Okay, my number 9 might be cheating. It is an Ant-Man and Wasp tag team character.
No, it's fine.
Cool. So basically, I think that it's important that I think if you want Ant-Man, you have to have Wasp with him as well. They come packaged, and I think it'd be really cool if like you controlled one character and the other is like small and flying around them, and you can switch between them.
I mean, that would certainly be a lot more interesting than what they did with the Atom.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, that wouldn't be hard to do.
Even though I don't like Noob Smoke, I do like the idea that if I want to, I can just stick with one of the two and be successful. That was the part they got right.
And use the other one as an assist. That would be cool.
And you could summon like giant fucking ants. That'd be so sick.
Well, that begs the question, like, what's the team though? Is this like MCU, Scott Lang, and Hope? Or...
No, this should be Hank and Janet, preferably from the cartoon Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
Okay,
Because
works.
that's
That
the
did have the best
Wasp.
version of the Wasp there's ever been.
Yeah.
It was good. That's a good pick. Okay, Temp, you're number 9.
I don't have much to say about this one. I think it's time. Silver Surfer. Like,
Yeah.
give him everything. His zoning is good. His rushdown is good. Fuck it, he can fly too, right?
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
make him a complete character a la MK9 Cabal, or just let's say Summoner Quan Chi. I'd make him really strong. And when the fighting game is in, oh, what's up?
You'd make him broken.
I mean,
I
it's
would make him broken, then I would immediately fix him. So
Zero
I just
issues.
the fighting game. If there's stamina ratings, I would just give him the lowest stamina in the game. I'd give him the Akuma solution. Which, let's be real, to date, the Akuma solution has not worked in any Street Fighter game. Akuma's been number 1 to 3 in almost every Street Fighter ever made, in almost every version ever made. However, it might work with Silver Surfer, so we're going to do it. Or I bring down his damage. But it's time, guys. It's a Silver fucking Surfer. I know he's a
I'd
vanilla
play
pick.
Silver Surfer, sure.
yeah, I'd so play Silver Surfer.
I don't
I
know
think-
that I'd want to watch an entire top 8 of Silver Surfer versus Silver Surfer, but
I played Silver Surfer in Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1. He was really fun. He had like fucking Kirby dots in his fucking purple blast moves. It was sick.
I'm glad you brought that up, right? So I think another reason I picked some of the characters I picked is because if you want to sell your fighting game has to look good. So I picked a lot of characters who are going to visually be appealing.
Marvel Infinite?
Yeah, but I mean, like, obviously, spoiler alert, the Thing didn't make my list because he doesn't have a beam super, okay? Not saying everyone has a beam super.
Wow.
I'm saying I'm giving everyone a beam super.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. I went for visual appeal was more than I went with liking the actual character. But that's Silver Surfer.
so there's one character, I'm not going to spoil it in my honorable mentions, who I didn't put in my top 10 because I figured NRS would make an ugly costume for them.
That's fair. That's super fair.
Aesthetics obviously is very important, but you also have to remember the assholes who we're imagining are making this game.
And his character
I mean,
is in
Green
your...
Lantern's a good example of what they could do wrong with Silver Surfer, in my opinion.
Who is?
I mean, they will put clothes on the man. His thing is being just a silver body. They're gonna armor the Silver Surfer.
I don't know.
Speaking
Maybe
of
Silver Surfer will look good in a kilt. We don't know yet. Maybe we have to see it.
I just want to bring this up. I mentioned playing as him in Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1. Every character in that game got 4 different alternate skins, and Silver Surfer got them too, but they're all the same model. It was just the same fucking guy.
So how do you tell them apart?
You don't. It's the
the
primary
same skin
4 times.
It's a joke.
It's the same skin 4 times.
So
It's
it's
not-
blue steel, basically. Gotcha. Okay.
yeah, this isn't even a joke, man. I'm not even kidding. This is real.
Maybe that's how, like, you could... yeah, there's ways you could do that without fucking loading him up with armor. Not that they would do that, but there's ways you could do it.
I don't know. There's like he could have one costume that's like original Norrin Rad before he became the Silver
Could,
Surfer.
But you could also
Yeah.
have stuff with, like, this one has, like, some engraving type shit on it, on his metallic skin or whatever, here and there.
Yeah, you could
Ew.
cover like
Like,
runes.
no,
or-
listen, if you have to have alternate options, that's what I'm saying. Like, you could fill that shit without putting a kilt on him. But I don't know if they would. That's the
He
You
could.
know, NRS would put him in some like weird armor with giant shoulder pads.
They probably would.
Yeah.
I mean, if they gave him cable shoulder pads, though,
I'm imagining like pointy ones like Chronica's.
oh my god, dude.
Right?
Can we move on to the next character? I want to
Alright.
stop talking about this.
You, ugh.
It's depressing.
God, you went really bad there. Okay, what are we talking about? Okay.
Django, you're number 9.
I'm number 9. I'm gonna put this guy here because I told you, fucking my list. This is what it's supposed to look like. Don't fuck this up. My number 9 pick is. No, wait. Actually, I'm gonna save him. My number 9 pick is Magneto.
Okay.
No.
I would like to do a fucking. It would be fun to do a deal where you have that slightly older Steve Rogers with Magneto leading the X-Men group, and those two have to like work together, sorta on shit, and maybe not work together, sorta on some shit.
I mean, they do share the same opinion on Nazis.
You would think, yeah. I think that
I
would
feel
be
like there's
a
some
fun
common ground they
dynamic.
could find.
You would think
You
so.
would think so, and then all of a sudden there's a Hydra Cap skin.
Well,
Oh shit, it's on. You bitch! And Magneto is just, it's on.
Dude, it's such a smart commentary.
It's you know what? Hydra all along! It's a good idea. Number 9, Magneto.
Obviously.
Razor.
All right. Number 8! I want Omega Red.
Yeah, you did.
I don't have any long description. I want Omega Red.
I fucking knew someone was going to say Omega Red.
I was surprised that I didn't say Omega Red. Spoiler alert. He barely missed the cut, dude.
I'm kind of surprised about that too, because you've gone in length about how much you've liked Omega Red on the Warrior Shrine.
I love him. What's not to like?
I mean, he's perfect for fighting games. He's Whip's guy.
He is. And man, you thought that I was gonna like Brainiac because of that shit, Temp. And boy, did you miss the mark there? Like fucking Brainiac is hentai weird shit.
I mean, Omega Red is hentai weird shit too.
Omega Red
little
is
bit.
it's a little different. It's just a little bit. It's a little different. But
I mean, with Omega Red though, you get whips and you get like the animation of Shang Tsung sucking a guy's soul out, like the withering effect.
I almost went with Omega Red, but I think there's another character that kind of encapsulates what he does, and I'm not going to spoil who that is.
No one.
I mean, I figured it out right now, but I won't say anything.
I mean, they're on my honorable mentions, so
Okay, all
they're
right.
not on my list.
I can
but,
imagine at least one who also is in that ballpark, but I picked Omega Red just because, like, since the 90s, he hasn't gotten much play, and I feel like he deserves better.
I agree. That's a strong pick.
Yeah.
Okay, that was your number 8. We're on number 8.
That was
Smoke
my 8.
Man.
Okay, so with my list, I tried not to have too many characters from the Capcom games, but
Why are you picking? Oh, you mean characters that were in the not Capcom characters? Okay, I got confused.
yeah.
Yeah, just people we've seen several times. And
Yeah, but there's a few exceptions to that, and one of them is Blackheart.
Okay.
Mainly because I just like him stomping demons out the ground to nibble on you. That's basically it. And to
He
have
has
a ghost.
good fighting game history. I don't think Blackheart's a bad choice at all.
And I just want a Ghost Rider villain on there, and I think Blackheart is probably his best. He looks.
Blackheart barely missed my honorable mentions, but I'm sorry, go on.
That's it. I just want Blackheart. Blackheart's cool.
Okay. So, Temp, you're number 8.
My number 8, I wanted to pick a character who, from a fighting game standpoint, was extremely open and doesn't get a lot of screen time in the mainstream, if any. And this is, I don't think this is the pick that may upset some people, but this may get on some people's nerves. My number 8 is the Living Tribunal.
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
my god.
I feel like if you're going to have a fighting game character and they're going to be in the base roster, then go fucking crazy. And the Living Tribunal, his powers are mostly, he's very strong, but they're not super defined. So I feel like he's just an open template to do really cool shit. And I feel like if you want an Aganos in your game, like, he's going to be a lot of fun. I like the design too. It's classic enough without being cheesy. And he's big as fuck. And I just want to bring more people into that. I love like 70s and late 60s Doctor Strange. So I just want to bring more of that in the open, but I can make this character fun. If you give me like the keyboard, I can make the Living Tribunal fun as fuck. But that's my number 8.
I mean, go big or go home.
Yeah.
Let's have God in our game.
Why not, right? Listen, I'm in. That's fine. I wanted to put Odin on this list really bad, but I didn't because I was like, you know what, bro, But I'm glad Temp has no such reservation.
I would play Odin.
I would
Yeah,
play
why,
the fuck
why
out
would
of
you
him.
not put Odin on your list?
Because,
in there
dude,
and
how do you beat Odin? Like, who? How?
Super brings out the 8-legged horse.
Dude,
I mean,
Dude,
it's the same way you
dude.
do Pokemon, where you do combos until their life bar depletes.
listen.
Dude, his super's the Odin sleep. It'd be so sick.
That'd be tight.
Takes a nap.
I don't think that would be a super. That would be like a move you can do to heal. So, like, you would like get a hard knockdown and
I
go to
I want him
Odin
to
sleep
use
for a second.
the Ravens as striker, like
Man,
their
yeah,
his fucking Puggles the Bat.
Human
Yeah.
and Mugen, send that shit out there. Human and Mugen cancels. Don't make it like Batman's bats, though. Boy,
No.
that would suck.
Fucking good.
You can do better than that.
You can do better than that. Listen, I've got plenty of Asgardians on this list. Speaking of which, my number 8 is Thor. I'm not leaving anything to chance. Thor.
I mean,
is-
there are several Marvel games that he wasn't in.
Yeah, listen, he may be like hella popular right now, but that still feels new and weird to me. I'm happy.
Well, I
about
mean,
it.
there's always a risk that he won't make it in a game now because they'll put Jane with the hammer.
So again, I'm very happy that Thor is on this list, and it is Thor, not.
I don't know, man. I think you're cheating with this list.
I'm not cheating. Why am I cheating?
No, I agree with Django because I don't know if you guys have been to Vegas, but if you've ever been to Vegas with your friends, it's fun to see who's willing to put down the big dollars and who's going to take a conservative. And I think they're both. If you're good at what you're doing, they're both smart approaches. They're just different styles. So with my list, I'm going like fuck it, right? I would say if you like Thor, you probably should put Thor on your list.
I'm not.
That's the only difference. I'm willing to give up Thor if I get the Living Tribunal, right?
Dude, no Prime Avengers, but here's Steve Rogers and Thor. Like, what the fuck?
I mean,
Dude, he's not
it's
tapped
for
though,
war, man.
bitch. Come on.
Yeah, you're not getting
I like
over
the
top
idea
cap.
of the base cap is Falcon.
Yeah, my base cap is Falcon, dick.
That's also cheating.
Get it right. It's cheating.
Well, think of it this way. Imagine that his number 10 wasn't Steve, it was Falcon, and Steve is the default spot. Like, it's interchangeable.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much the
Technically,
same thing.
he said 2 characters is what he did.
I did.
So that was number 8.
Yeah, that was my number 8 Thor, because fucking Thor is important, and I would want to do a Thor that's similar to how Thor's been in the comics recently. Which, if you don't know, it's pretty fun and sick. You should go read it sometime.
So he'd have like the Uru arm.
He would have that. He would have.
He didn't get his real arm back yet because it's been a while.
I
I don't
don't
remember
wanna spend
actually.
time on
Like,
new
I'm
Marvel,
talking
man.
about like the stuff where like he got the power cosmic from Galactus. He's the Herald of Galactus and that stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's fun stuff. He's fucking he is the Allfather now finally because they quit being a bitch.
Well, I mean, they keep killing Odin off and then bringing him back.
They
They
do.
can't stick to it.
I like the way Thor's been recently. He's fucking carved a throne out of Yggdrasil, and that's like he's Allfather of Asgard. It's tight.
I dig it.
Yeah, and he has really fucking long black metal hair. It's sick. That's the
I mean,
Thor
the
I want.
long-haired Thor is the Thor you want.
It is.
They did the short thing for a little bit, but Endgame fixed it.
He looks good. The game did fix it. Yeah, number 8.
Number 7.
Number 7.
Number 7. My number 7 pick is X-23
Oh, really?
because
Is this the
I
first
wanted.
female that we've encountered so far?
I think on this list, yes.
I think of all of us. I think so.
Yeah. So I picked her because I wanted I was thinking of recent X-Men, like new characters created within the past decade or two, and she's kind of the only one that's good.
Yeah. It's Slim Pickens.
Yeah. So and also I think I like her more than I like Logan. But I
I
have
think
a
they're different
thing.
enough though, like where they still work.
I have a thing
like,
for the
together.
archetype of the skinny teenage girl with black hair who has really poor social skills because she was raised to be an assassin and nothing
That
else.
sounds like a Razor character.
You know, your Cassandra Cain's or the Summer Glau's character from Firefly.
Mhm.
That whole aesthetic.
Been doing it for you? Okay.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Yeah. I'm in. What was that, number 7?
That was number 7.
Number 7.
Number 7.
Smoke Man, what's your number 7?
My number 7 is Man Thing.
Oh my god.
Ah.
Yeah, he's
Oh.
he's
Put on the faces of anyone who knows fear.
yeah, exactly. So he's always been. I always loved how Man Thing looks. I think he looks way cooler than Swamp Thing, and I think that he doesn't necessarily have. He kind of has the same powers as Swamp Thing. He's basically invincible. Like if there's vegetation around him, he can't die at all. But also in his comics, he's like kind of like a dimension hopping character. It's weird. So I'd imagine
like the swamp he's from is some kind of like multiverse crossover zone.
Yeah, you could like summon monsters and shit it's from this thing called the Nexus of Realities. So you could like it's just weird like kind of dark dimension shit that's just kind of all fucked up in Jack Kirby. You can like he could like summon like monsters and shit from that dimension and stuff in the game.
Also, like isn't Man Thing more of like a quiet sort of a horror movie villain kind of thing? Like he doesn't really talk. He doesn't seem super intelligent.
Yeah.
Like Swamp Thing talks. Like he's got this whole "I used to be a human named Alec Holland" thing going on.
Yeah. But Ted Sallis, who Man Thing used to be, is not. He doesn't like talk or anything. He's more of like a body language type character. Like in Civil War, when Iron Man's fucking goons went to go register him, all he did was give them a frog.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, man, you could like give them frogs and shit in the match. It'd be tight.
Frogs.
But and of course he's kind of got this quasi penance stare thing, where it's like the saying goes is like those who know fear burn at the Man Thing's touch. You can have like a command grab where he just grabs onto them and they just fucking burn because he's touching them at all.
It
It'd
does
be really
nothing
sick.
against Daredevil. He's completely immune.
Damn,
I mean,
that'd be sick.
spoilers, he might show up in the game on one of these lists.
Oh shit,
Oh,
he
shit.
might.
That was number 7, right?
7.
That was number 7.
My number 7, Man Thing.
Man Thing. Temp, your number 7.
My number 7 is 80s White Queen. And
Oh, like the lingerie version.
Emma Frost.
Emma Frost.
for sure.
Yeah. Emma Frost is sick.
So I was trying to find someone with telepathy to put in my fighting game, right? And I'm kind of I like Jean Grey, especially as as Phoenix in the Marvel 3 game. And I don't want to play as Professor X in a fighting game.
Oh, dude, no, you fucked
80s
up.
White Queen.
Man,
is
You,
what I-
you fucked up.
X-Men Academy 2.
Man, Xavier.
I'm good. I'm super good.
You don't want to do wheelie kicks, dude?
Xavier's like in my combat pack 1 for real. It's gonna be sick. You would buy Xavier. You know you
I
would.
feel like 80s White Queen is just super classic female X-Men. And I know a lot of people, that's not, like, it's frowned upon these days, but I don't care. I'm picking 80s White Queen. I like
I'm
the
down.
powers, I like the frost armor, so...
I'm
Or the
down.
Yeah, like NRS would fuck up the outfit.
But hey, I mean, I'm throwing a Hail Mary over here, man, so...
The other thing is that, like, current White Queen also has the ability to turn her skin to diamond, and 80s White Queen didn't. And I think as they're figuring out her moves list, they'll give her the diamond thing.
Yeah, I want the diamond thing. Like, I wouldn't want to... I'd be willing to compromise where I'd go with later post-White Queen if it meant losing the diamonds. So I would meet them halfway, but I'd take the best. Really, telepathy is the most important thing.
I mean, I would rather have like the best of both worlds. I'd include both.
Yeah, ideally. Like, the idea is having a character that just represents that era.
I mean, listen. Ideally, you're gonna get some more of that era because the fucking X-Men are allowed in this shit. But you know, I'm definitely not gonna knock anyone for pointing out being specific. This is what we're talking about. And like, classic Marvel. What did people used to like in the 90s? That's not good enough, obviously. You need to be specific. I'm all on board for Emma Frost. I think Emma Frost is sick. You can do some tight shit with her in gameplay.
And I think it's
She's
important.
been in a major game yet. I mean, I think she's playable in some of the X-Men Legends.
I think she was playable in 1. I never unlocked her though, because that game's hard as fuck.
It should probably be worth mentioning that I gave like a long, like condescending lecture to Aramon because he accused me of only using female characters in fighting games. I told him that was not the case.
It's just
and I never ever pick my characters just because they're hot. I am going for 80s White Queen just because she's hot. But I don't think having a sexy character in your game is a bad thing. So I'm gonna rock that out.
Not.
I think, what's up?
I'm tired of like the people like shaming. Like, look, it's natural to be attracted to things.
Well, I also don't like the double standard of tits are okay, but pants are a must. I think no, that's stupid. Why are we picking one of the? Yeah, so I think as long as it doesn't like MK9 is a good example where it turned into something ugly. Don't let it ever dominate your aesthetic. But you can have one White Queen in your game. I think that's all right. So.
I mean. It's the thing where, like, look, Melina dressing like that makes sense. Sonya dressing like that fucking doesn't.
In the toilet paper thing, like, no one should be wearing that toilet paper costume. It's just ugly.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't. Like, it maybe if they modeled it better, it's just not a good piece of art. Get out of here.
I like the
anatomy has a lot to do with that. Fucking shoulders.
Late 80s, early 90s X-Men aesthetic is really cool to me, so I'm going to put that in the game if I can help it, at least a little bit.
I understand. You're defending it a lot, and there's no one here that's like giving you a hard time about it. We're good.
Oh, well, I'm defending as the abstract audience we have or will have once this goes live, right? So,
What's that really shitty costume that Emma Frost used to have?
The one from the Grant Morrison run where
the Morrison run.
She's naked in the shape of an X, and then the clothing covers the negative space.
That that shit fucking sucked.
I don't hate it, but it was a bit contrived.
Hellfire Club shit in general is really fun. That'd be a fun thing to mix in somehow. Not that costume.
Wait, shit,
whatever.
wrong.
Yeah, that's just weird.
Okay, that was Temp's number 7. My number 7.
Yeah.
Like, this is interesting. All females this round except for Smoke Man. You sexist. My number 7 goes to Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch is a good pick. She almost made my list.
She's sick, dude. She's hella sick. I mean, and also she's like, timely, MCU popular and all that shit. But
wait a minute.
She's sick.
Fuck you! I have Wasp on my list.
He does.
That was half a roster
tag
spot,
team,
though.
you have half of a woman on your list.
Fuck you.
Damn.
Fuck you.
Scarlet Witch gets a whole roster slot. She's not sharing it with her dad, with her brother. She's sharing it with no one. Scarlet Witch.
She is sharing something with her brother.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that. One and Vision is the OTP. You're going to shut your mouth.
Yeah. Come on, man.
We're keeping that Ultimate Universe fetish bullshit
This is Ultimate
out of our
Universe shit.
fucking roster.
This is not Ultimate fucking Marvel here, dude. This is, come on. Scarlet Witch. Yeah, fucking.
Better than that.
She's sick. She's gonna fucking say, "No more you," and she wins the match. God, that would be sick. You know that's her super. Come on, dude. Dude.
That's rough.
No more match. It's over.
Damn.
Do they, like, turn into Legos and blow away on the wind like Hawkeye did?
If you want them to. Maybe it's different every time. There's like a couple variations. Just to keep it fun. Damn, that's sick. Yeah, Scarlet Witch.
Okay.
Number
6.
Get it.
So my number 6 is the Mandarin.
Oh.
Because
Nice.
you have to have a Shang Tsung, for God's sake.
I mean, you would think. But you have Shang-Chi. You have a good, like, fight there. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm in.
this
Luke
guy
Cage.
is the arch nemesis of Iron Man, and now thanks to movies, he's the arch nemesis of someone else on my roster. So we've got hero and villain. We got a pairing.
I'm in.
Now, the Mandarin, if you ever look up what his 10 rings do, is broken as fuck.
There's no reason he should ever lose.
Yep.
Yeah, he might have to be a boss character, but I'll take that shot.
Does he have all 10 rings?
I mean, he should.
Okay. I mean, look, dude, this is your fucking roster.
There's no reason he shouldn't.
I've got old man Steve
yeah,
Rogers in my game.
You can fit all that in there the way they design games now, where they're putting moves in the normals, and you have a character like Dr. Fate who doesn't throw a single punch; he's just all magic.
I don't get down with that shit. Oh, they're fucking the same characters. They both have ice powers. Fuck off, dude. Like, no, that's bad design. Yeah, you can totally do whatever you want with all kinds of crazy shit, which we'll find out later in my list. Anyway.
I think the Mandarin is awesome. He's one of my favorite villains. Iron Man 3 made me salty as fuck.
Yeah.
I want my fucking Mandarin.
We have similar thoughts, Razor. He's one of my favorites too.
He's coming, dude. Don't worry.
It blows my mind that Iron Man 3 is so fucking bad, yet it's still the third worst. It's not even the worst. It's number 3 on the worst list. I don't know how it's even possible. Because that movie is so bad. It's terrible.
You didn't like
Marvel movie.
Marvel movie. Okay.
You didn't like when the guy shouted that he was the Mandarin?
No.
I liked Billy. I'm sorry, Ben Kingsley.
Really?
I'm so sorry, Sir Ben Kingsley. I'm sorry. I liked him a lot, but not like I wish the Mandarin would have actually been the Mandarin in the background. That would have been tight. The real one, not Guy Pearce.
Iron Man 3 might be the second worst. I mean, you can argue list placement.
Yeah,
Obviously, Thor Dark World is...
That's a different podcast.
Yeah.
Real quick, of the Disney Marvel movies, it is the worst, I think. When you branch out, then there's others.
You really want to do the other podcast, don't you?
Smoke Man, number 6.
My number 6 is the Red Skull.
Okay. I was waiting for that.
Mainly because I think Cosmic Cube shenanigans would be fun.
You give him the cube.
Of course, I'd give him the cube.
I guess.
That would be an interesting move set, because in the comics, the way the cube works is you make a wish and it happens.
Listen, we are going pretty broke with this shit. One guy's got the fucking 10 rings.
Got the Living Tribunal on the list.
The Living Tribunal.
But of course, he would have a gun or some shit as well. He also has this shit called the Red Dust, which is essentially he just pocket sands some dude, and the next thing their face burns and they look like him.
It's basically he throws anthrax in your face.
Yeah.
It sounds like a designer drug.
It'd be sick. I'd be down.
Give me some of that
And
Red Dust.
you could do a costume where his costume could be a cross between a Nazi uniform and his old green shitty outfit. Basically a Nazi uniform but green.
Got it. Okay.
I mean, there's options.
There are.
There's many options.
He's worn many things, including at one point Steve Rogers' body.
I mean, dude.
It came down to the Red Skull or Baron Zemo, and while I think Baron Zemo would also be fun with the
Zemo's
sword.
I mean, Zemo does get a sword.
Zemo gets a sword, but then Red Skull gets a Tesseract, and that'd be fun.
And I'll go ahead and say it. I would like gear shit with this game.
I'm not on board with this.
If it was going to happen, but I don't want random. We talked about this before. I don't want anything random whatsoever with gear shit. I just want options to put my own one together, because I don't want.
This is under the assumption that this is an NRS game, and when you mention gear, I'm out of the video.
That's fine. Gear, yeah, I would really fucking like gear shit actually with some of these characters. It would be really tight, but not, like I said, not random, not stupid. This is how you get it. Fucking go get it, damn it. But not like Injustice.
Learn to make things that actually come from the source material.
Yeah, it's like that. I would want it to be more like the Mortal Kombat 11 skin type situation, but this is that fucking skin that this is classic Thor. This is that skin. And here's a couple of appropriate colors, and then do another skin. That sort of thing.
Okay. So, Temp, you're number 6.
6.
My number 6 is Nightcrawler, and this is 100% an obligation choice. I am putting him on this list because he is honestly one of my favorite characters, and I feel like I have no choice but to put him on the list, right? But I feel like Nightcrawler kind of suffers from what was formerly the Fujin problem is now the Lee May problem. It just took too long, honestly. It just took way too long to put him in the game. And I think, for the most part, just on a spiritual level, I'm kind of done waiting for Nightcrawler to show up in anything now. And I mean, obviously, all the good things about him don't even need to be said. Obviously, his combat's going to be great. It's actually kind of a myth. A lot of people think that Nightcrawler was never in a fighting game. That's a myth. He was in he was in Mutant Academy 3.
Yeah, he was.
So he has shown up previously, but not properly, I would say. So
There's a 3?
Mutant Academy. It was called Next Dimension. It's not called Mutant
I
Academy.
played that one.
No.
Yeah, Psylocke is in there as well. It was so obscure that I forgot it even existed. And when I remembered, I wasn't sure if I dreamt it. That's how it was. Because I was doing air combos with Nightcrawler in a fighting game, and I did it once on one day in like 2002. And no one talked about. I never mentioned I did it ever again, right? So I was thinking, was that real?
You had no podcast to go like, look at this fucking Nightcrawler shit. Like, yeah.
I mean, Django, when you approached us and brought up the idea for this podcast, I'm like, all right, I got to do some heavy research to find out if I actually dreamt this. And I found it. It took like a good 20 minutes, 30 minutes of researching, but I did find footage of Nightcrawler doing air combos, so it is real, right?
It's real, but like, even if it wasn't real, it should be real, and that's the whole point of this fucking idea. Like, look, no assumptions. This guy, this game, right now, do it.
Look, I think Nightcrawler would be awesome for a fighting game. He should be all over the fucking screen like the Flash.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
He's the best part of the X-Men arcade game, like by far.
Well, I mean, Cyclops is pretty. I mean, not Cyclops. It's like Colossus.
You mean the 6-player?
Yeah, that game.
The Welcome to Die game, right? So,
yeah.
There's a lot of good parts about that game.
It's pretty good.
Every good thing about Nightcrawler, I believe, on a purely abstract level. But like I said, he's an obligation on this list.
No,
Emotionally, I'm done waiting for Nightcrawler. I'm over it. If he shows up, great. If not, Lee May, formerly Fujin, it is what it is. So Nightcrawler.
Go ahead.
You have like a tsundere attitude towards your own list right now. You're like, well, he's on there, but I don't care if he makes it or not.
It's not like I wanted Nightcrawler to show up or anything.
Baka.
And that's the thing too. I would want him to talk a lot. I want all these characters to have a fucking lot of
Oh, I need his German accent.
Yeah, I need all this shit. I need characters.
Is it Alan Cummings?
Alan Cummings, yeah.
One of the reasons why he's such a great Nightcrawler is because he nailed the voice so well. Not just the accent, but just like the humility and the soft-spokenness and the compassion, all that he put in there. And that's a sign of a good actor, in my opinion.
And the smile.
So, yeah.
Isn't he?
You gotta be able to hear the smile with what Nightcrawler's saying, because he's a pretty happy dude.
Yeah, he's very cheerful.
Alan Cummings, I think that's like the only good movie he's ever been in, because he's in a lot of garbage.
Dude, GoldenEye, though.
He was in GoldenEye, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
I actually think the first Spy Kids is okay. Like, I don't think it's horrible.
I've never seen
it. Look, man. Unrelated to this list, he was in Son of the Mask.
He was Loki.
Yes, people don't have a bad movie. I mean, he did Romy and Michelle's high school reunion. That is, at least from what I remember, that is a good movie.
Boys. GoldenEye was tight, dude.
He was good at GoldenEye. I'm not the biggest GoldenEye fan, to be real, but he's okay.
Dude. That chick was hot. Natalia?
Yeah, she was. Hella, but...
Damn.
There were 2 hot chicks in that movie.
Yeah, Jean was
Dude,
one of them was Jean Grey.
Yeah.
Oh, that was her? Holy shit.
Dude.
I did not know that was her. The break your ribcage so you can't breathe girl?
You think you can break me, that chick. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. That was Jean Grey. Holy shit. Anyway, that's Nightcrawler. Next.
Yeah,
Nightcrawler's tight. I'm hyped for that shit. What are we on, number 5?
No, this is your number 6.
Oh, my number 6. You're right. Number 6.
It's gonna be Iron Man.
I already said Iron Man, Captain Falcon, and Hulk are locks.
Okay, but it's gonna be Rhodey in the suit. Let him finish.
Oh my god. My number 6. Rhodey would be DLC. Wave 1. Number 6 goes to Loki.
So Alan Cumming.
Because not Alan Cumming. No, not Alan Cumming.
Not the one from Son of the Mask.
Loki, not that guy. as much like, yeah, dude, yeah, that's what everybody, when they hear Loki now, it's like, oh, that dude from Son of the Mask? Damn. Yeah,
Everybody's talking.
totally. Not Tom Hiddleston, nothing to do with MCU.
No, we have our fingers on the pulse.
Dude, Son of the Mask. Yeah, no, Loki. But I want my Loki to be tall Loki. Like, because, you know, I like tall Loki a lot, Frost Giant Loki. Small Frost Giant, but still taller than most people. And I want, you know, to do all the fun power shit that Loki has that you don't get. I don't think that we've got to play with in a fighting game, especially that much, like duplicates and all that fun shit, and some ice shit here and there too. Because
You want him to pull out the Cask of Ancient Winners?
oh my god, who doesn't?
I like the way his powers were in the Avengers cartoon.
Loki can do a lot of shit, and he's staff tier.
He does have a staff. That's true.
He does.
He does. Yeah, that's what I want from my Loki.
You know what? Maybe he pokes you with the staff, and you do like the Quan Chi zombie walk.
Ooh, trance? Damn, I'm in. No, that shit was a bitch. I hated that shit. But that does sound hella Loki, doesn't it? Damn it. What have I got myself into?
I'm down for Loki, yeah.
I think that's a good choice as well.
Yeah, look,
I like Loki. And it fits the whole, like, if we're going to have the good guy, let's have the bad guy to go with him thing.
It does. And luckily, those two, I feel like they're like a good guy, bad guy that aren't like evil duplicates of each other and shit. Like, Loki's hella different than Thor. That's not always the case. Not saying that that's the case with any of the other ways. Whatever, fuck off. That's my number 6, right?
That was your number 6,
Okay,
yes.
so we're on to number 5.
And now we're to my number 5! Okay, so my number 5 is the Green Goblin.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Yeah, so, I mean, first of all, Norman is actually my favorite villain in the entire Marvel Universe. So, like, he was gonna make this list.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I think there's some cool shit you could do with, like, does he have the glider or doesn't he? Does he, like, call it in? Like... And I want him to have, like, a win pose where he drops you off the Brooklyn Bridge.
That's
I
the
would
win
like a
pose?
win-
That's not bad.
That's the win pose.
That's good.
I want a win pose where like he just flies flies away with them like on a rope trailing behind.
Oh yeah, like that one cover.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
They both sound good to me. I like it.
I have no objection to the
Does
Green
he
Goblin.
have the glider?
That's
Is that really
Maybe-
a question? Does Cap have the shield? Like,
Well, maybe it's like he's on foot and then he can call the glider in and ride it. Or like maybe he has a move where at the end of a string he calls it in from behind him and then he leaps and instead of impaling himself this time he actually gets you.
exactly.
Yeah, he like does a backflip and then
Yeah.
the glider misses.
Godspeed, Spider-Man!
That shit would be tight. I'm in.
I'm down.
I'm
Would he have
waiting
like
for
those little? Would he have like those razor things like that pop
Yeah, you
out?
gotta have like the razor bats and the pumpkin bombs, shock gloves. Those are his standard kit.
He didn't have the shock gloves in the movie.
You're right, he didn't have the shock gloves in the movie, but he uses them in the comics, so there they are.
Yeah, dude.
Would your goblin be like he is in the comics? Like he is actually mutated and changed when he's in goblin mode or something?
No, it's gotta be
fuck
a
no.
costume.
He's the
Like,
costume? Okay. If you're in the
I don't like
costume.
that Ultimate Universe stuff where he mutates because the
Where
whole
he's-
point of like the character is that he's having fun. Like he's deliberately wearing a Halloween costume while he does criminal shit because that's what he enjoys.
And it's not like armor shit.
Yeah, no, like if you make him a dude who transforms, you're missing the part that like, look, I put this silly outfit on purpose because that's what I'm into.
Oh, I'm with you. In that first movie, though, he just had the armor shit.
Well, yeah, but he made the whole wacky helmet.
He did make.
But no, you gotta have like the purple clothing and everything. Like,
I'm making sure, dude. I'm just making sure.
He needs the Power Rangers costume though.
he can
As
have
an
it as an
alternate.
alt, whatever.
As a skin? Okay, I guess.
Yeah,
that's fair.
exactly.
Use that shit. I'm in.
You know, the movie was originally supposed to have the fucking purple accents, but they cut it.
Yeah.
Fuck you,
Missed
Sam
opportunity.
Raimi. I always knew you were a bitch.
I don't know why they got rid of it. Like all the videos and shit of that animatronic are on YouTube.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Let's go
Yeah.
fight that battle right now.
Well, that was my number 5. Smoke Man, you're up.
My number 5 is the Vision.
Yep.
Right.
I'm waiting for somebody to do a
'cause-
pick where everybody else is just like, no! Like,
Absolutely not.
I was kind of
my
hoping for that with the Living Tribunal, but it was like, eh.
I mean, I guess that might have been one of the
I mean,
closest. It's like,
Look,
whoa,
man,
but
I did that exact thing at fucking Steve Rogers and Thor, so you got your no.
I mean, well, okay, I guess.
My number
Anyways,
10 is Captain America. Fuck you, Django.
Fuck you! How dare you put Cap in this game? God damn it!
Anyways, my number 5 is the Vision, because I think that this dude should have been a no-brainer in like all the other previous Capcom games.
Oh, that's
He's
why
great.
I fucking put Thor and shit in this game, and Wolverine and whatnot. Like,
He
what?
was in 3, you
oh my
fuck!
god, you blowing me up for shit you're doing. I see how it is. It's
Vision hasn't been in a game
Oh my
Vision
God.
hasn't been
okay
in
when
a
I
game
do it.
before, man.
Yeah, it's fine. Double standards all day, left, right, center. See, it's okay, dude. Go ahead. Tell
He
us
was-
about Vision.
He wasn't even playable in any of the Marvel Ultimate Alliance games, man.
Tell us about Viz.
Fuck. Well, I don't know about 3, but either way, he's basically a better Martian Manhunter. He could do so much shit with the
Wow.
density changing and like the fucking the forehead beam and shit.
Uh-huh.
He'd be so fucking sick. Oh my god, he'd be so fucking awesome.
I'm in. Does he have the collar, or is that a skin thing?
Of course, he has the collar. Of course,
Okay. It probably
This
would be
is-
the skin thing.
he would have 2 costumes. He'd have 3 costumes. He would have the classic. He'd have the white costume. Then he'd have the movie costume.
He's gonna have 6 costumes.
What? Oh, I gotta have 6
No,
costumes.
you don't. They do, not you.
Hold on a minute. Let me see.
no,
if,
it's a dude.
there are 6 possible costumes they can choose from. So fuck you.
Oh, I know, dude. I want that fucking Magneto. I like sleeveless Magneto. I want that as an option.
I think
Anyways,
you guys are forgetting all the shaders.
Oh no, shaders are just like sub versions of the 6 costumes.
Temp,
Right.
you're number 5.
Tim.
My number 5 is Daredevil.
Nice.
And not terribly complicated. I want a Premier Rushdown character. I want a Precision Rushdown character, who's really only viable once he has Unit Blackstring. And mentally, I am kind of cheating here because I'm kind of approaching this like I would a Marvel character who would have an assist, who would have DHC supers. But I'm willing to take that chance if it's not a Capcom developer. I still want to see. And to be fair, I think Injustice 2 and 1, when they do have Rushdown characters, they work out fairly well. I thought The Flash was done very well. I think Catwoman was done very well.
You know who's done really well?
I think so, at least,
It was
right?
Robin.
So
It was Robin.
and I think Daredevil looks cool. I don't think Daredevil gets enough credit for how cool he looks.
You're right.
I mean, he has looked bad. The Netflix costume is questionable, but I still like the design quite a bit. I like the character a lot. I like my Catholic superheroes, so I got Nightcrawler and Daredevil next to each other.
There
Look,
it is.
man.
I was
Look,
okay.
man.
That clicked.
Look, man.
That clicked.
Give me
immediately.
the yellow costume as an alt, and I'm
I'm
good.
fine with that. Yeah, we'll make it gear.
Fuck you, Temp.
No smoke bad. Fuck you. It's funny. We do that all the time in chat. The audience finally gets to hear it live. So yeah, love it.
Hang on. Let's.
What?
Ow!
I'm sorry. Listen. Will you listen? Razor,
Is
I'm
everyone
tagging
okay?
you in. You go in front of me. I'll be right back. Hang on.
Wait, is he?
He's up.
We're skipping him? We're going to
You're
number
skipping
4?
me. You're going to Razor.
It sounds like he's having a bit of emergency right now.
All right, number 4. So my number 4 is somebody has already named Magneto.
Okay.
And the main reason that I think Magneto needs to be in a game not made by Capcom is because Capcom has no idea what magnetism is, and they just make him a lasers guy. And
It's a magnetic beam razor.
I am desperate to see someone build a Magneto who actually throws metal at you.
It'd be nice.
Wouldn't it?
I do like the bending of the rules if the context is established. Like in a Marvel vs. Capcom game, it's established that the characters are going to go beyond the scope of what they're capable of. So I'm all right with it. Like I get it. Like, I wouldn't want to do that in the comics.
Things you could do with metal, like he could not just summon projectile chunks from off screen to like throw at you. He could have like some kind of ground move where he like pulls a pipe out of the ground and whacks you with it, or it sprays water in your face because he's like ripping up the plumbing underneath the street that you're fighting on or whatever. He could have like he could surround himself in a barrier of shrapnel.
That'd be sick.
I'd be done.
There's cool shit you could do that isn't just, we're out of ideas, shoot a beam.
Okay.
Am I up?
Yeah, you're number 4.
Okay, my number 4 is you joked about this before, but my number 4 is War Machine.
I mean, War Machine is a pick. He can have different moves from Iron Man.
Exactly. That's always been my fucking problem, is that he's just been Ken to Iron Man's Ryu, man. Like in the past Capcom games, he's just had the same fucking moves. Just instead of a beam, it's just fucking missile sprites. I've been a big fan of War Machine since I was a kid because he was the first like action figure like birthday present that I got from a friend and not from a family member. So I've always been a big War Machine guy, and I think that just Iron Man, but also the Punisher would be sick as fuck.
I mean, he's had some unique abilities over the years. There was one point around the time of Civil War or just after it where he could like control other machinery and like sort of attract it to himself and build thicker armor out of it. Like there's some weird comic where he's going around and sort of from the waist down he's in a tank and it's like attached to him.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
But I just mainly want a minigun and a missile pod on each shoulder, man. That's all I fucking need.
Yeah, I mean there's definitely like you give Iron Man like all the repulsor beams and lasers and then you give him all the bullets and missiles.
Exactly. He's been a favorite of mine for a long time, so I don't like how he's been treated in the Capcom game. So that's why War Machine, my number 4.
I also feel like, doing story modes and intros and things like that, like Rhodey deserves more screen time in general.
Yeah, they have a script for a War Machine movie at Marvel, but they're just not doing anything with it.
I mean, they're not doing anything right now.
Django, what's your number 5?
I can't believe that you had War Machine on you. Somebody was giving me shit for Rhodey a minute ago.
I just explained why. Fuck you.
I'm just all over the place. Listen, who was Razors?
We got jokes. Don't worry about it.
Are you guys doing your number 4s?
No,
we're doing our number 4s, but we skipped you. So do your number 5.
Okay, but wait, who was your number 4, Razor?
My number 4 was Magneto.
Oh, is that okay? Is that our first like named overlap?
I think that's our first overlap.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's what I was.
There's gonna be some more overlap too. So.
There are some overlaps in my honorable mentions as well. We'll get there.
There's overlaps in my list and honorable mentions. So let's just keep going. What's your number 5, Django?
I think I've only got. No, I've got 2 overlaps, I guess, total so far I know of. Okay, my number 5 is Storm.
Storm's a good pick. Solid pick.
Storm is incredibly fucking sick. She's just come on, dude. She's hella fucking sick. She's
used to be a standard pick before.
Used to be a standard pick
before Infinite.
Before Infinite. Yeah, and that's another thing. I fucking hate Fox Storm so much. They fucked that fucking character so hard, and it was not good at all. It was just shitty. She's fucking like one of the best like hand-to-hand fighters on the fucking team, right? She is second in command. So she's basically I would like as far as combat goes, I would have her doing a lot of the shit that Fujin does, but not with like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon type shit. But that same kind of idea. She would like shove you around with more like precise usage of weather manipulation, unlike Thor, who's like a wrecking ball with weather shit. And do that kind of stuff with her. But, once she gets in close, she can back it up with like hand-to-hand combat. She's not just like zoning you out and shit, because that's dumb. She can do that, but she doesn't have to at all.
I've always had a problem with Storm because most of the X-Men, their powers revolve around their own biology, except for Storm.
I'm sorry?
Well, there are some who are... I mean, Look, mutants don't make fucking sense, all right?
They don't.
Look,
I mean,
man.
it's like it's random, right? It's genetic. It's like
Well, so like they try to explain it. They say that Storm's control of the weather is a psychic thing.
Oh, bull fucking shit.
Well, I mean,
What is
what
she
is it,
control?
though? Like-
is she controlling the cloud's mind? What the fuck?
No,
well, she's not
sort of
controlling
like-
the clouds with her ass.
It's
so
like
it
atmosphere
has to be from her brain.
kinesis. You know, it's like telekinesis, but for the weather.
Yeah. So I mean, it is kind of. I mean, it's coming from her brain. So
Yeah, she thinks it. It's
Not-
no.
Not good enough for me.
So that is Storm's fucking sick. She's. In
I mean, look,
she's
the
a
X gene has
badass.
never made sense. Everybody knows.
Look, man, you
But I mean,
can.
That's how it kind of works whenever it's a genetic situation.
It's also a tough character to balance, quite frankly. It's a difficult character to... Because she can do a lot. She covers a wide spectrum.
She
Well-
does. That's kind of also another fun thing I have because I feel like she's a character that a lot of people wouldn't design very well. As far
I mean,
as
obviously,
finding
NRS
nerves.
could do somebody who like has all of the elements. Like they did Cetrion, and everybody's playing her at the tournament,
They
even though
did.
she's.
Yeah, but she's.
I would
her
not make
moves
her
still
at all
suck.
Cetrion.
No, you don't want to be
believe
like.
it or not,
The
most
zoning is boring.
Cetron's
The
players
zoning
have
is
dropped her. It's really just Dragon. No one else is really playing Cetron anymore. She pretty much just fell off.
Yeah, she doesn't get that much.
I mean,
play.
I
good
guess she's
still.
popular on Combat League. I guess I don't fucking know.
I hardly ever
but-
see Cetrions.
I don't know. Either way, Temp, you're number 4.
When I picked my number 4, I was actually super happy with this choice because I thought it was really smart and really original, and all that is down the fucking drain. My number 4 is War Machine.
Get fucked!
How would you?
Man, so pissed right now.
Why would you think that's original? War Machine's sick, dude.
So, War Machine has a very rich gaming history, actually. In the Marvel games, Iron Man was introduced to Marvel superheroes. Iron Man was then replaced in Marvel vs. Capcom with War Machine. And he still had the repulsor blast. It was a lot of copy and paste, but the missiles were there in his supers, or at least in one of them. And in Marvel vs. Capcom 2, they changed his repulsor beam shit to missiles, including the super. When he does his proton cannon, it's missiles. It's not a giant ass beam. It's a giant ass like missile barrage, right? It looks really sick.
That's what I hate about it.
Do you not like missiles? Like what?
I like missiles. I want it to come from his fucking shoulder, not from a big gun, man.
I
want
believe
it
he
to
has
have
that as well. I
animation.
believe he also has the shoulder missile as well.
I want his own animations and specials, man.
Yeah, some of them.
I don't think that Temp is arguing that they should bring back the reused animations in this hypothetical.
I mean, look, if you're making a new game from scratch, you're not going to reuse MVC2.
Yeah,
anyway.
it's not a problem.
It's
but
okay.
But there's another reason why I want to bring him back, though, is because he was actually competitively viable in Marvel 2. He's a very interesting character. But really, Iron Man in Marvel 2 could do almost everything War Machine could do with more damage and with a little more consistency. And he had a speed bonus. So despite being viable, no one ever really picked him. But he had viable infinites in Marvel vs. Capcom 1. He basically had the Iron Man infinite in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. So his competitive history is very interesting. And I like the design better. Silver and black is always going to be better than red and gold, in my opinion. That is just how psychologically I respond to color, right? So, I don't know. I loved him in Marvel 1, and it's been a while. Like I think he got his chance, and I think he shined, and I think everyone forgot about him. And to be real, I think movie War Machine is okay. I know people were talking shit in the gameplay section, but even though I do think Don Cheadle is the better actor, I feel like, at least as a whole, what's his name? It's Howard's, right?
Terrence Howard.
I think the chemistry between Robert Downey Jr. and Howard's was much better. Clarence Howard's, I think, meshed much better with the junior interpretation of the character. Cheadle's maybe the better actor, but I don't think he really ever brought his A game to those movies, in my opinion.
You know what?
I
feel
like
Don Cheadle. Don Cheadle seems too old and skinny to be playing like a Marine or Air Force guy or whatever.
A chair force guy.
He seems. I don't know. He just doesn't seem like a military man. It's always kind of put me off to his version of Rhodey.
His performance also feels very stock to me too. I feel like Clarence Howard's really felt like Rhodey.
Terrence. If we're gonna get blown up.
Terrence, my bad.
Terrence.
I knew how. I got the Howard's part right. My bad. But yeah.
But
I like Cheadle a lot, but I'm also
like-
just like I've been a Don Cheadle fan for a really, 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 really long time. So that's probably why that is more so than...
Don Cheadle's not bad. It just I kind of already went with the Howard's performance. I dug that a lot. So it's very disjointing when I see Cheadle do the role.
That's cool.
No matter how many movies he does.
I'm like War Machine, the later Marvel movies, because they finally gave him all the shit he should have. Because before it was just a minigun, and they instead of a missile pack, they gave him like a shitty fucking joke in Iron Man 2, and then in
In his first run, I mean...
Yeah, in Iron Man 2, and then in Iron Man 3 and Avengers 2 and shit like that, they replaced the minigun with some like even shittier looking gun. Like I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. It's this small.
He got
little
so anime and in-game,
dainty piece of shit. That's what I'm saying, man. Like he finally got the fucking missile pack in Civil War, and it only just kept getting bigger and bigger in Infinity War. It was so sick.
In the Endgame, he would like look legit like a mech at the end of that shit when they rolled out. Like it was an Iron Patriot armor actually, but it was just like fucking massive and like
I fucking
stocky
hate
and shit.
that.
It was crazy.
I fucking hate. I don't know what you're. Oh,
Dude, at the
Endgame,
very
right.
end of Endgame, very end.
Yeah.
I like that costume, but there's renders of it in the War Machine colors, and that's infinitely better because I don't like Iron Patriot.
Infinitely better.
Fuck you.
I see what happened. But listen,
Words.
most importantly,
God damn
it's
it.
very clear that we're all on board with like Rhodey being in the game, despite the shit I caught earlier. So it's cool.
I explained myself, and you can listen to that later.
It's
All right,
it is-
well,
It is
I
not
don't-
the same shit.
Dude, I don't need defense for Rhodey being in the game. I like Rhodey.
Nah.
I'm in.
All right.
What's your number?
4. Django's number 4.
It's my number 4?
Yeah, you did 5, and then we went back to 10 because remember we'd skipped you before.
I thought I only had. Oh, you're right. I do. Okay. My number 4 pick is Daredevil. I
Okay.
mean, all the things that Tim said about Daredevil. That and I just had a fucking a fucking metric ton of fun playing Nightwing in Injustice 1 with the fucking stick and shit. So already I'm like kind of on board with that shit. But then you take all that and do Daredevil version of it with more Daredevil shit.
Yeah, I mean, there's some really rad stuff you could do with like the Billy Club being on the cord.
Yeah, total. Yeah. Dude, this guy, it's fucking sick. And also, obviously, you're gonna crank up the his agility powers and all that shit a little more. You could, man, depending on how crazy you wanted to get with him, you could do some crazy stuff. You could do a little bit of like that Flash slow down slightly with him for a little bit if you wanted to.
Yeah, you could.
You
He's
could.
got like senses that would represent.
He does.
I feel like he could have like a bunch of parries where like he's not looking at you, and then you come at him, and he's like, "I heard that."
You could. One of the easiest things I guess you could do with him is give him like a Jade Glow where he just automatically dodges fucking incoming projectiles and shit. Like, yeah, you could do a lot of shit with Daredevil. It's really tight. But combat, like, yeah, he would be hella get up in there and in your face shit, which would be fun. Daredevil.
I mean, I would give him a raging demon, just through it's basically a punch super through his perspective, right? So yeah, I would do that. He's
His
like
legs
so
go
nice.
out, he can still fight because he's Daredevil.
I would actually give him a raging demon to Thor, but that might just be me, and it would be the God Blast. And when the God Blast happens, you're dead.
Maybe.
Louder, angrier, and have access to a time machine, and whenever Thor's not on screen, the other characters should be asking, "Where's Thor?"
That sounds fun. Wait a minute. Okay, wait. That was my number 4?
That was your number 4.
Okay.
Yes.
And you guys have
We're
all
on
done
me.
your number 3, right?
My number 3. Number 3!
Oh, we're on number... Okay, number 3!
Alright, my number 3 is Mr. Sinister.
Yeah, it is.
Because Mr. Sinister's my favorite X-Men villain.
He's tight.
He's kind of silly, kind of dopey, but like... I don't know what it is about him. He's got like this this Tim Curry in Rocky Horror look to him.
He does.
And he's got like the weirdest collection of powers. Like he's got that T-1000 shit.
I don't know what
And
his
he can
powers
shoot,
are
like-
exactly. if you could identify that, maybe he sings really. How do you do? I don't think that's his power. But they could be if you want them to be. I'm not.
All right,
complaining.
so like his powers include like the T-1000. Like when you damage him, he gets melty and heals back up. Shit.
Okay, that's right.
He's
That's right.
psychic. He's got like telepathy and telekinesis.
Man,
He's got the sickest cape ever.
He does have. It's a very strange design for a cape.
it's an odd cape, but it's interesting and identifiable, and it's edgy.
I feel like
dude.
it would be very easy for NetherRealm to animate that cape.
So
They
edgy.
wouldn't have to worry too much about it.
Yeah.
I think he can shoot lasers out of that diamond on his head.
Why not?
Oh, okay. So we're doing vision shit now.
Well, you can have two guys with the same move. It's whatever.
You want to have a forehead blast contest with those two? I think Vision might win, but
Vision would so win.
so win.
I don't know. You could do like a range difference thing, like how Kano's eye laser sometimes doesn't go full screen.
Oh, like Black Manta's in Injustice 2. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Anyway, just like story wise, like I think if you're gonna have like the X-Men on the roster, I would like to see Mr. Sinister.
Okay.
I like the kind of vampire vibe he's got. The classy shit. I like all the classy whatnot that he brings with him.
But I think like there's a sense to him where like so he usually works for Apocalypse, right? So you could like set up the sequel that way.
Yes. Yes, you could. I love Apocalypse a lot. He almost made my list, but he's not on there.
I don't know, Mr. Sinister's goofy, but I like him.
Okay.
So that's my number 3.
I'm in. Haven't gotten a nay out of me yet. Smoke Man. What's number 3?
Number 3.
My number 3 is Mysterio.
That makes sense.
Mysterio is probably my favorite Spider-Man villain. I think you could do some really cool, like, scarecrowy bullshit with Mysterio. Like, you could give him, like, a move where, like, in some comics, like, Spider-Man will, like, try to shoot, like, a web at him, and he'll, like, pull the helmet off, and it'll just go right through, because there's no head there. Like, you do fun shit like that. You can make it, like, a throw where, like, once the throw actually connects, he, like, does some shit, but then another Mysterio walks up behind them and punches them into the Mysterio you were controlling, and it turns out that Mysterio was like a robot. You could do like some fun shit with like the green smoke, like a projectile parry or some shit like that. I think Mysterio would be fucking fun as fuck.
He would be fun. He sounds a little bit like what I was going for with Loki. But he's got his own shit too. Loki doesn't have robots.
It's true.
Well, that's the thing. Like if you throw a guy, like you could say that all the Mysterios you're playing as were robots until you actually beat them.
Until you beat him.
You didn't beat me. You didn't win.
And then he gets shot whenever in his win post.
Yeah. No, his win post, he'd shoot himself in the head.
Yeah,
That's how he died.
of course he would.
He did commit suicide once. Kevin Smith wrote that.
Fucking Kevin Smith. But I would not do the way he does in Far From Home. While I do like Mysterio in that movie, I wouldn't do the drone shit. I'd just stay with the movie special effects dealio. He's basically Rob Bottin as a supervillain.
That works. That's fine.
I want to see him bring in like Steven Spielberg's T-Rex as an attack.
Exactly. Some T-Rex shit would be awesome.
Just get that in there somewhere. That's a
I
good
that
spot.
shit in my head. Yeah.
Do it. You don't need too much of an excuse to get that T-Rex in there.
You could do some shit where like there's like a fucking whole comic explaining his like powers and shit. Where like whenever he'd hold out his hands and his web would dissolve, like it's some kind of like spray or some shit that he can't see. You could do a bunch of fun shit with him.
You could. He's a
Power of illusion.
he's a fun character to tackle from like a design standpoint.
He's fun. Like he has a lot of personality.
Mysterio's never really been a playable character in a game before.
No, and that's why I want him in a fighting game, because
I know
that's
he would
the only
annoy
time
the
he'll
fuck out
ever
of me in
be
a fight.
playable.
He'd be so
And like
annoying to fight.
he's like the best looking Spider-Man villain, like no fucking contest. He's so
Well,
fucking great.
He looks good. I don't know if he's like the best. It's not free.
I don't know about the best,
Oh,
yeah.
no.
But he is cool. Like, I'm not going to shit on him or
Dude.
nothing.
He's the best, and he has the best color scheme, so he wins.
Okay. That's fine. Tim,
Yeah,
you're
I'll
number
work.
3.
This is probably my most controversial pick on the list.
Oh boy.
My number 3 is Eternity from the Doctor Strange comics.
Oh shit!
I mean,
Hold on, let me Google
Living
this.
Tribunal is more powerful than Eternity, so...
Is he? I thought Eternity was technically
the tier list
stronger.
goes because like Eternity is like the universe personified, and the Living Tribunal is the second hand of God, and God controls the multiverse.
Oh, okay. So this is perfect then. So yeah, I pick Eternity. I would say there's 2 reasons why I want Eternity. One, I love cosmic designs. I love cosmic designs. But this is like the same concept, the same reason I wanted Living Tribunal, only on a higher scale. I'm linking a video in the chat of Gold Lighton and Tatsunoko versus Capcom. Gold Lighton is about,
What?
I'd say, 7 times bigger than the rest of the cast. And you literally have to scale the cast down on the screen, right? So I want to take that concept where if you get basically Eternity down to like 25% health, he turns into the stage. And that's what... And now, granted, you bounce around that, right? But I want to bring back some of these higher concept ideas that were in previous fighting games. And he just looks good. Oh my god, this character looks so fucking good. I just linked the same video again. That didn't work at all.
I always make a joke that if they brought Mocap back, they should make him look like Eternity, and all the orbs, all the little balls on his body would be stars.
Sure. Well, why not? Why not? And I love I mean, really, the only comics I read are Doctor Strange, for the most part, with exceptions. But generally, the only comics I read autonomously on my own, without anyone telling me to do it for a podcast, was Doctor Strange. So yeah, I'm very happy to pick Eternity. I think he's a sick ass character. And honestly, even if he, for technical reasons, couldn't be a fighting game character, just imagine the fighting game list I've given so far. Daredevil and Nightcrawler are standing next to each other, and Daredevil says, "Hey, good luck, Nightcrawler, when you fight the White Queen." And Nightcrawler says, "Hey, Daredevil, good luck fighting the Living Tribunal." So the scale's already set. I want to leave the doors as open as like wide as I could. So yeah, Eternity, love him.
All right.
Okay.
I'm down.
You know, it just occurred to me that mocap thing you said. If anybody was like to become the one being, it should be Carlos Messina because he literally was every character.
Okay, yeah.
Era.
I can dig it.
He did them all himself, so he technically is the one being.
Okay. So Django, you're number 3?
Number 3 is Wolverine. I hadn't said him yet, and he's fucking important for this shit because god damn it, Infinite. But do I need to say that much about Wolverine? Really? I mean, he's fucking Wolverine.
Is he though?
He's fucking Wolverine.
Oh.
He's the goddamn Wolverine. That's it. Razor.
All right.
What are we on? Number
We're on
2?
number 2 now, right?
Number 2!
Number 2! My number 2 is Ghost Rider,
Yeah, it is.
because fuck yeah, Ghost Rider.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
Exactly.
yeah. There's no other reason why. Just that's the only reason you need for Ghost Rider.
Yeah. Also, it's NRS, so they can, it's right up their alley. He's basically
Yeah.
Scorpion on a motorcycle.
They're gonna
He'll
do
look
that.
good at least.
Hitomi.
That it? Is that it?
Satoshi.
That's it. That's a Ghost Rider.
Which Ghost Rider? Johnny, Danny, or
So,
Uh-oh.
I like Johnny Blaze.
Hot take.
okay? But I like Spikes, so
I mean, the thing is, Blaze has taken to wearing Ketch's outfit anyway, basically.
That's what they did for the movie. It's like what we were talking about with Emma Frost. You take the best of both worlds.
Yeah. Yeah, there's amalgamation. Although it would be amusing if you did Dan Ketch and then you had Blaze like come in dressed in his '90s outfit where he had a ponytail and John Lennon sunglasses and just fought with a shotgun.
I would love that so much.
Wow.
I kind of miss the '90s aesthetic of like ponytail sunglasses guys.
Yeah, so do I.
It's kind of timeless. I'm still a fan. I am still a fan.
I don't know if everybody would agree that it's timeless, but especially for those of us that that were about like, oh man, this shit's looking sick back then. Like, you probably
I can't think of a
maybe
bad
we're
example.
stuck, but that's okay because I don't care about what you like. Just give me what I'm at. No, not you, Tim. Like in general, I know that now it's less dramatic, but like in general, like the people listening, the universal you. If I liked it, it's really sick.
All right.
Okay.
So yeah,
Smoke
ponytail.
that. You're number two.
Okay. My number 2 is Ultron. He is my favorite Marvel villain, like, period. Like, he's been...
Period.
He looks like...
Hard on.
He looks so fucking sick, man. The jack-o'-lantern face is so fucking awesome, man.
No, man.
And, like, I didn't like how they did him in Infinite. All these fucking drone strikers. Fuck that shit.
Man.
Like, I don't want him to, like, just do one fucking mouth beam, please. He has so many fucking powers and abilities and shit. Like, I
Barf
don't
laser on me.
do something with the multiple bodies or something, man. Like, give him, like, a resurrection. A Gil resurrection or some shit.
Okay.
He's... And like the Mandarin, he... got so fucked in the movies that I forever have a vendetta against Joss Whedon.
Okay.
We have been through the Age of Ultron fucked him up speech, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
But have the listeners heard it though?
They have.
I think they've probably heard it at least once.
They've heard it
okay.
or they felt it.
Okay.
I mean, it's a feeling that lives in the hearts and souls of all mankind.
Number 2, was it? That was your number 2?
Yeah,
Ultron is my number 2.
Okay. Temp, your number 2.
All right, my number 2 is mostly predictable. When anyone asks Temp, across all the fighting games, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Bloody Roar,
God.
who is your favorite fighting game character of all time? And I always say Psylocke. Psylocke is my favorite.
There she
fighting
is. I was wondering when we were going to hear from this chick.
Yep, there it is.
No, I mean there was no stopping it, right? So
Betsy Braddock coming at you.
I mean, needless to say, I love the design, right? But even if they said, "Hey, Temp, if we bring in Psylocke, we got to put her in an Eskimo suit," I'd be like, you know what? That's okay. Is really her gameplay would even if it is an NRS game, you got to bring back the Capcom stuff that works, right? Because a lot of my modern fighting game philosophy is built on my learning experiences with Psylocke back in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. What made that character special to me is she was kind of my training wheels for advanced combo construction, at least advanced at the time. I mean, nothing compared to what they do now, but what made her cool is that everyone had the typical magic system. You do an aerial rave, then you do you do jab, light, then you do your fierce attack, and then you cancel into a special. That was generally the combo system. Psylocke had a command normal where you could do a backflip in the air. So you do jab, light, then you do your backflip, and then you cancel that into your special, and that special is special cancelable into a super. So even 2001 temporary username was able to do crazy shit in the arcades just because the character was so well designed. And she had great offensive confirms on the ground. And she had cool aerial conversions starting from the air. Just a beautifully well-designed character with a great design. And she represents everything I like about like 90s X-Men aesthetic. I think she's not my favorite comic book character of all time, but she's my favorite fighting game character of all time. And there's no way to play her in a modern game. You can't play her in a balanced game either, even if you go even if you work backwards in time, right? So, yeah, I can't say enough good things about Psylocke. Saying anything else is just repetitive. Like, I've said everything I can possibly say about Psylocke on the Warrior Shrine. So, yeah, Psylocke, great. Number 2. The only reason she's not number 1 is because I didn't want to make my number 1 predictable. But, yeah.
Yeah, I'd be down for Olivia Munn.
I actually liked Olivia Munn. I thought she did good.
Yeah.
I respect Olivia Munn a great deal for like getting on set and being like, I want the costume.
Yeah.
Get the fucking costume right.
I don't think that she was any of the problems with that movie.
I think the performance was good, but they wouldn't give her any dialogue.
She was the whole reason that the
it's
costume
the
was
X-Men
even
movies
there.
in general. They're like, what mutants haven't we done? Throw them in there for 10 minutes.
That's not, but some of them we've already done. Let's throw them in there again and not explain why Angel is
I
in this
remember
movie.
for X-Men 3, it was a toss-up for either Juggernaut or Gambit.
Let's not talk about Apocalypse, that movie. Come on, man.
Django, what's your number 2?
Number 2 is Doctor Doom.
Dr. Doom's a
He's
good pick.
Fucking
Dr. Doom.
Doom. He has to
You
be
think
in this
NRS
goddamn
will let him
movie.
keep the foot dive?
He's gonna have the foot dive. He's gonna have hidden missiles. He's gonna have the best
Finger laser.
finger lasers. He's gonna have all this fucking shit. He's gonna have the best Doctor Doom ever because he has to make up for not being in Infinite. He's gonna have all the greatest hits. He's Doctor Doom. Come on, bitch. Put him in the game.
I think I might find a way to let you down.
Don't. Not in my game. This is NetherRealm's game, but it's my game.
You're right. This is a fairly theoretical. This is our podcast. We're going to imagine a better world.
In my world, he's got all the good stuff, all of it, and it's balanced. All the good stuff, and it's balanced. You don't. I mean, you don't need to say much more about Doctor Doom, right? He's fucking
No, he does. He speaks for himself. He's Dr. fucking Doom.
fucking Doom, right? All right. So that's my number. That's my number 2, Razor.
Number 2. Okay, so we're on our honorable mentions before we do the last.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
oh,
Honorable
and
mentions.
I would also like to point out here that like this is the reason why like some listeners might feel like, why didn't you guys just do like a full like 30 character, right? Like you each bring your own roster. And I was like, I think if we each brought 10, and especially with the honorable mentions, that barring overlaps, we would all make up a whole roster based on our picks. And I think we have here probably more.
Yeah,
than
like
that.
there's a bunch of us here, and obviously we're skipping. Like nobody has Iron Man on their list because we're assuming he's already in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think you put all of our lists together, you get a big roster.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
But even if you came up to me and said, "Hey, Iron Man's not making it. Who do you want to take off your list, Temp?" The answer is no one. So
Yeah.
And we have not actually even had that many overlaps, so it's
more than I thought. Like I
You
thought,
might.
I looked at my list. I'm like, no one's going to pick the fucking White Queen, and I was right. But
I wanted to. I thought about her real hard.
really, that's cool.
Really hard. I like Emma Frost a lot. She's sick. And Psylocke was... Listen, Nightcrawler. Yeah, so this is a fat list overall, and that's why we're only doing 10, because we ended up with a really good-looking Marvel roster, I think, here.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of original picks on here that nobody can make the accusation that you'd make of Infinite that our roster is fucking boring.
Yeah.
Living tribunals on this roster, dude. Yeah, that's tough.
All
Okay,
right,
so honorable mentions.
Honorable mentions.
Wait. How is this gonna work? Are we just gonna name through?
Start with
all
Razor.
five.
We'll go in order, and Razor will give all his he'll briefly explain all 5 of his.
Okay.
Yeah.
That works.
Okay.
Go
So,
for it.
okay, so I have the Wasp, and I didn't put her in the 10 because I figured NRS would fuck her up the way they fucked the Atom up. So that's why she's only an honorable mention.
Okay.
Psylocke is in my honorable mentions.
Yeah, she
The only
is.
reason she didn't make the top 10 is I think NRS would fuck up her costume.
Fair, but I like
Dude,
to.
this
I
is
like,
our NRS roster. It's not gonna get fucked up. It's gonna be great.
It's all right. Okay. So the rest are Taskmaster.
oh, that's a fucking good
It
one.
is a good one.
I almost put Taskmaster on either of my lists, but I didn't want too much Capcom overlap.
Yeah,
I don't remember Taskmaster.
I think he'd play great. I like my 10 more, so he's 11. I also have Nightcrawler on here,
Yeah.
Nice.
And my final pick for honorable mentions is the Invisible Woman. Because I wanted someone from the Fantastic Four, and everybody always picks Thing or Human Torch. And I thought, Invisible Woman can do all these things with her force field. She's basically a Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember playing the old 2005 movie tie-in video game for the Fantastic Four. She had this fucking special where she just fire a fucking beam with her force field. It was
why not?
awesome.
Right? Yeah, she's a good pick.
So that's my 5.
You could even give her like some fucking Fujin Air Jordan shit with like the invisible platforms.
Yeah, she can walk on. She can walk on like footholds that you can't see.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can do with her. I think she is the most powerful and most potentially creative of the F4 powers wise.
That's a good pick.
So that's my 5: Wasp, Psylocke, Taskmaster, Nightcrawler, and Invisible Woman.
Okay. Smoke.
I like it. Those are good.
My honorable mentions are going to be strange. Number 5 is going to be Ghost, the Iron Man villain. The only reason why he's not on there is because Vision can already phase through shit. My number 4 is the Silver Surfer, but he made somebody's list. Yeah, he made somebody's list, and honestly, that spot was going to go to Moon Knight. But then D4 reminded me that the Silver Surfer existed. I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah, D4 was talking about some Silver Surfer to me too.
Yeah,
he's good.
Yeah. Number 3 is Daredevil.
Uh-huh.
And number 2 is Ulysses Claw, because I want Black Panther villain representation in there.
Okay.
I want a version of like a fan art that I saw where he's like a sound monster, like how he is in EMH, but he is, the shape of a person, and he has that like satellite dish sound move, like hand device on him. I just think that a sound character would be really cool. And number 1 for my honorable mentions is Dr. Octopus. The other reason why he's not on there is because I think he'd be an obvious pick, and I'd assume that somebody already got him. So one of you fuckers better not let me down.
I think it's too late. We're already to number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. One of you fuckers better not let me down.
We might. Temp, honorable mentions.
All right, so my first one is Reed Richards. I feel like this is a gameplay goldmine, and no one's paying attention to it. I feel like the mid-range and up-close potential, and even the zoning range potential for Mr. Fantastic is crazy.
I mean,
and no one talks about it.
You can do a stretchy guy like 12.
It's fucked up that they haven't put in Plastic Man in any of the Injustice games, right?
I think he's coming. I don't think he's far off.
I mean, he's gonna look like garbage. They're not gonna.
Well, that's because he looks like garbage in the comics, Smoke Man.
I mean, yeah.
Fuck you! Fuck
He
you!
looks bad. He looks like body horror. I don't want anything to do with it.
You know.
No, I mean his costume, not like.
The shit he does in the I only know him from the Injustice comics, right? But he freaked me the fuck out, dude.
He was one of the best parts of that comic.
Ew.
I mean, he can be gross sometimes. He looks like Silly Putty. It's a thing.
Flesh-colored silly putty.
He can turn into a mailbox if he wanted to. It's so
Yeah, but like a red, yellowish flesh
Damn,
mailbox.
a mailbox is hype.
great. It's
You can't
great.
change color. That's the one.
A fleshy mailbox. It's
Hype,
great.
dude. Hype boo.
All right, so Mr. Fantastic. I think he's super cool.
No, I agree. Fuck, but Reed Richards can do a lot of shit that's not just bendy. Come on, dude.
Well, I like his dynamics with other
He's
characters as
also
well.
science, man. He could pull out a giant gun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he could do some leader shit.
He could,
I like him in the Maximum
he could
Carnage.
do with a shrink ray like Rick Moranis.
Yeah. It's a pretty open book. When you're that smart, you don't just have to stretch. You can do all sorts of good shit.
He's like, yeah, he's one of the fucking most intelligent people in the Marvel universe, which is saying a lot.
He could jump into Flying Fantastic car and run you over.
Hell yeah.
Jesus.
All right, so number 4 is Iron Fist. I think this needs no explanation. I like Iron Fist. He's really cool.
He's great.
On the condition, well, I mean, it's an honorable mention, so it doesn't matter anyway. But I would want to be able to see his chi. I know it's probably not literally visible in the comics, but nonetheless, I want to see it.
I mean, they always draw it as like glowing yellow fire around his hand or whatever. Like you can see it. I don't know if like his opponents can see it in universe, but
it was
traditionally they show it.
It was pink in Marvel 3.
Oh yeah, that was weird.
He had multiple. He had
liked
blue,
it.
pink, and
I dug
yellow. He had all 3, and they had different properties. He had to ignite them.
Well, I loved Iron Fist in Marvel 3, so
Same.
I'm down with Iron Fist.
Being able to see
Who's the
powers
record
is
character?
generally good in comics, so yeah. Let's see that
Well,
chi.
it's like originally in Deadly Alliance, like Kenshi's effects were going to be invisible, and then they added the blue glow later.
It's a wise move.
I think it'd be kind of interesting though, because normally telekinesis is not visible.
It would be
Normally
hard to fight. That
telekinesis-
matchup would be very difficult. Like,
Telekinesis.
friends.
Yeah.
Oh shit, Kenshi is moving. That's, I don't know, man. It's not the thing with that.
I mean, Deadly Alliance Kenshi couldn't like make the astral projections of himself that fall on you from the sky. So
Yeah, he couldn't, could he? Weird.
no, he was mostly like pushing and pulling.
Was that
I
your
don't-
whole list, or
No. Number 3 is going to be Shuma Garath.
whoa?
But I just like Shuma Garath. I if y'all groan, I understand. I get it. I like Shuma Garath.
Gorath is cool. I
like him.
like he was like somebody at Capcom was like just flipping through the Marvel Encyclopedia and was like, yes, this, and other people wouldn't make that choice. But now that he is out there, sure.
And when they put him in the game, he had a ton of personality. Like, he's very expressive, and especially in Marvel 3, he's hilarious. He's great.
I love his Chaos Dimension super. It's so sick.
And it was ridiculous. It's a very when he first showed up in Marvel Superheroes, that super was ridiculous, man. He's been in a lot of games. He's been in 3 total, which is more than some Marvel characters.
Yeah.
So yeah, he has a pretty good record. Number 2 is Bishop. This is very much a gameplay thing. Although I grew up on the X-Men cartoon, so I have a very positive impression of Bishop. Maybe people who experience Bishop from the perspective of the comics may feel differently, but I like Bishop a lot, and I feel like his absorption has a lot of mechanical potential.
I do.
And I think it's cool. I don't know. I kind of miss Bishop.
I like Bishop.
I like
And,
Bishop. I mean,
I-
Bishop is a character like Gambit, who after the '90s just kind of disappeared, just fell off. I think
I
we
think talk
could
about
do more
Gambit
with him.
more, though. And to be fair, I do like Gambit's powers better. I do like, and Gambit does have more charisma, but I kind of like sort of like the tragic in the cartoon, at least.
Well,
yeah.
Bishop has the problem Cable has, where because in the cartoon he was just guy from the future with a giant gun, people don't know what his powers even are.
From the future.
Yeah.
That's true.
So his actual power could be cool in a fighting game. Like his deal is that he absorbs projectiles like beam attacks and shoots them back at you.
Yeah.
He could like,
He could
well,
shoot
he
that.
can trend. He could like use that power to power up his gun too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would always give him that fucking like cool music stinger he had in the comic whenever he does shit in the game. That like bow on there, that like fucking cowboy shit. That shit was tight. Whenever he does anything in the game, and shit was tight.
I'm down with Bishop.
Do it.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah, I miss him. And number one,
Number 1.
as always, is, as my honorable mention, is Mike Boone.
Oh my
Fuck.
That completes my list.
Superhero Mike Boone with the ability to make Unreal Engine better.
Every time.
All right.
Is that it?
Guest
Is that it?
character.
Yeah, it's literally Mike Boone.
Oh my fuck.
That wasn't a bit.
That's okay. No, I knew it wasn't when I heard it. This is real. Okay.
Honorable mentions.
Is it me? Is it my turn?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
it's
Okay.
you. It's you.
Honorable mentions. One character got I removed one from this list just now because she got listed in a couple other ones, and that's fine. I kind of treated this honorable mentions like my first wave of DLC. And it was Psylocke that got cut real quick because I want her in the game. She was on my list, but you guys mentioned her, and there's another character that didn't get mentioned. First wave DLC, honorable mentions, whatever you want to call it. Blade. It's my
Blade's
number
good.
5.
That I almost put Blade on mine.
Yeah.
So, as did I.
Blade's hella fucking sick, and I don't have a lot of characters from the kind of street level sort of shit, like Daredevil type shit, besides Daredevil, and I wanted another one on there.
Right.
Right. And also Blade is just sick. Character number 4 is Spider-Man, because I'm not assuming shit besides those
For-
things that I said.
Fuck's sake.
And he's
For
DLC
fuck's sake.
number 2.
Well, there's a lot of things you can do with the Spider-Man slot, though. You know, it could be Peter, it could be Miles, it could be Ben Reilly,
It could be Ben Reilly.
it could be Otto.
It could be. I liked his costume. His costume was kind of tight.
I like his costume too. It's
me-
based on an old Alex Ross costume design for the movie.
I knew that actually. That was also a good one.
Yeah,
That was also kind of went into Miles' costume too, though.
it was an alternate costume for the first Spider-Man movie game.
His first
It was.
Spider-Man, the movie, the game.
They also had the Alex Ross Green Goblin costume.
Yeah.
You could play as the Goblin in the first game.
Well, you couldn't play as that costume. You had to pick the Alex Ross Goblin only showed up when you picked the Alex Ross Spider-Man, and you'd fight that.
I feel like I remember being able to play as the Alex Ross Goblin.
No, you
It's
couldn't.
been a while. What was that? PS2?
Yeah,
I think so.
Man, I don't trust my memory, so it could go either way. I don't know.
Anyways, Spider-Man. What's your next one?
Spider-Man. Number 3 is Mordo. And I would kind of want him a little bit like MCU-ish, just because I want a little bit of like able to do something up close, like punch you, maybe get a knee in there, a little bit of martial arts, slightly, but mostly fucking you know
Magic.
yeah that shit.
Even though I like the performance, my problem with the MVCU, oh my god,
MVCU?
Holy shit.
The Marvel vs. Capcom universe? Yeah.
My problem with the MCU Mordo is that
Mordo.
Mordo's supposed to be pathetic. He's not sexy. He's not cool. He's not even in shape. He's supposed to be the pathetic foil to Doctor Strange, and they kind of threw all that out. I like the performance. I think the actor was good, but I think the way they wrote the character kind of misses the point of Mordo. Also, Mordo was, at least in like 60s and 70s Strange, Mordo was never good. He was never a zealot. He was always a greedy asshole.
Well, I think they wanted to like give him more of an arc, you know, to like have him be more than a one shot, because obviously the villain of Doctor Strange 1 is already some evil member of the Order who worships Dormammu.
Yeah, well, in the comics,
if you give like Mordo this fall from grace, then you can do him multiple movies in a row.
Yeah, it's rumored
maybe,
that
but
it's rumored that he's going to be in Shang-Chi.
Yeah, like, because Shang-Chi is about a martial arts tournament. They're all, like, fighting for the right to claim the 10 rings or something.
Yeah.
And Mordo is allegedly supposed to show up in that movie
That'd
at
be
the
cool.
tournament.
That'd be really cool. I'm excited for that fucking movie.
That would be tight.
I didn't know about that movie till today, so it sounds tight.
Yeah.
That was my number 3, Mordo.
I need the collar, though. I need his collar. His collar's sick.
Dude, we talked about this.
We'll
Talked about
just give
skins.
everybody a costume where they have a tall collar,
Yep,
like
everybody
Dracula cape.
gets a collar.
Okay. I'm down. Okay, your next character.
Dracula capes for everybody.
Number 4 is Forge. I really wanted another X-Men character in this game because it's important, and I wanted a Native American character in this game. And a lot of people I probably don't know that he's Native American because doesn't get. But
I mean,
then
he's
again,
one
he's
of those
Forge.
characters. So there was a period in the comics where they were like, "Oh yeah, he's Native American," and gave him shaman magic, and it was dumb.
Oh,
I wouldn't give him shaman magic.
Oh, that's trash.
He's
Yeah.
he's just Native American, like all the other Native Americans that are.
Yeah,
cool
like,
and
don't
not
need a
magical.
guy to be a stereotype.
Oh,
He can just be a guy who happens to be Native American,
Yes.
but is actually the tech guy of the team and builds the stuff.
But yeah, like his shit is fucking his technopath shit and whatnot. I kind of thought he would be really fun to have him do like moves where he actually does. He's not just like a zoner like you might think. He gets in close, but like tags you with all these debuff type shits and just tech gear that like kind of shuts you down or limits you in some way. And then once he gets enough on you from a distance, he can like really do some damage and like activate some shit that nerfs you hard.
he could call in the X-Jet.
Or I mean, yeah, that would be a lot easier.
It's called the Blackbird. Fuck you.
The X-Jet.
I hate that. Ever since the movie.
Yeah, I didn't know the name either, so I'm sure I knew one.
Blackbird.
No, but they do call it the X-Jet. I just hate because it doesn't sound as cool.
It doesn't. And I mean, like, you already got jets. You got like Quinn jets and shit like that. Come on. This other shit.
It's so generic.
It's the
Like,
Blackbird.
just have the letter X on everything you own.
Would you prefer the X-Wing?
And yeah, Forge can also have a big fucking anime gun if you want him to, because that's tight. And my last spot goes to Beta Ray Bill. And
Bill's a good pick.
Beta Ray Bill is sick, and I want to put him on. I wanted to put him on this list. First wave of DLC. He'd probably be actually if in Django's NRS fucking video game. Beta Ray Bill would be the first announced DLC character. Because I want to shove that thing, like I already said, down people's throats of like, oh, he should just be like a premiere skin for Thor. Fuck off. No,
Fuck that.
No, Beta Ray Bill like is a sick ass fighter without a hammer. So his hammer would be like an offhand type thing. He would use it here and there, and it would still be a thing, but he would be a upfront rush down grappler if I was fucking making this dude. And Thor would not be. Thor would just fucking whack the fuck out of you with a hammer here and there. He would use the hammer like fucking Kenchi's sword or Fujin's sword. Like, it would be like in his strings and shit, hitting you at the same time while he's hitting you. But Beta Ray Bill wouldn't do that shit. Beta Ray Bill gets in that ass. And
I like the idea of Grappler Bill.
Yeah, that shit would fucking tight.
I'm down. I'm down for Thor's.
Force. Okay, yeah, that's my honorable mention list. I think that's all of our honorable mention list.
Yeah, that is. So, Razor, what is your number one pick?
Number one! Okay, my number one pick is Rogue, and she has to fly and be strong.
I was wondering if somebody was going to say Rogue.
I fucking knew it.
I was waiting. It's a good pick. Would she wear that same outfit?
You can do a lot of different outfits. I kind of like the X-Men Evolution Goth Rogue.
Yeah,
I just want her to have the moves, like the flying and the punching is Rogue to me. Like,
so Captain Marvel's powers.
Yeah,
Rogue
the sucking your powers is like a bonus thing. Like, she can have basically do like imposter Shinnok or whatever. That's like one move. Like, the moves list needs to be flying and punching.
Yeah, you want her to have the Carol Danvers shit.
Yeah. In fact, if Captain Marvel's going to be in this at all, she should be a skin 4 Rogue. Rogue should be the main character, and Carol should be fuck you. You get second string.
I'm anything that says fuck you to Carol, I'm down for.
I think I'm the only one around here that likes Carol Danvers, but not more than people like Rogue.
The whole reason Marvel went on this big push to have their own Wonder Woman is because they didn't have access to the X-Men. All their best female characters already exist and are members of the X-Men.
I mean, no, I absolutely agree. If I was doing that shit, I had to pick, I would have picked Black Widow over Captain Marvel. If that was my option, if I didn't have X-Men on the table.
I mean, that movie should have came out a long time ago, right?
I know, but we're fucking all quarantined dead, so we have to wait.
Not even before that, man. Like,
no, yeah, it's been a long time coming.
Yeah. Rogue has like 1 billion fucking costumes.
Rogue
so
is great. I'm down.
There's a ton of skins to pick from.
You better get that fucking voice actor right too, bitch.
Yeah, that's difficult.
You gotta do the accent and do it well. Don't make it stupid and fake sounding either. I can tell.
Sugar. She needs to be all sugar and shit, man. It needs to happen.
Django knows. He's from Arkansas.
Yeah, fucking outing me. Arkansas. Yeah, that's a good pick. Smoke Man, you're number one.
My number one. Okay, so remember that feeling that Temp had when I said War Machine? Now it's my time. My number one is the Mandarin.
Oh.
I have like a big fucking thing with Iron Man's Rogues Gallery and how they've never actually been like a big fucking prominent thing, and the Mandarin has always been like my favorite Iron Man villain. He's so fucking broke and bullshit. He's the only character that can like go to toe with Iron Man without needing another fucking power suit. He's basically just Kung Fu Shang Tsung man with fucking the most broken. Basically, Shang Tsung with the Kamidogu. That's who he fucking is.
Yeah.
You could do so much cool fucking shit with him. You could like do some shit where like he shrouds the whole screen like in darkness for like a super move or some shit. It'd be so sick. I fucking love that character.
I think we're all on board with the Mandarin.
Yeah, that's my number one.
Fuck you, Shane Black.
Fuck you. You know what? He originally he was gonna use Ghost, but then dropped it.
Double fuck you, Shane Black.
Double fuck you. Now Ghost gets to be an Iron Man or Ant-Man 2 and is a worse character than he is in the comics. But my number one, Mandarin.
Temp, you're number one.
Number one.
Oh my! This is unfortunate. I was hoping no one was going to pick this, and I knew it was kind of a risk, but I still think it's still my. It's really technically it's my number two. Sokka is my number one, but my number two is Vision. I was so excited for Vision before Age of Ultron came out, and I was excited for Vision after Age of Ultron. I think they did a good job on Vision in that movie. As time has progressed, I feel like Vision has become, at least as far as the MCU goes, I feel like Vision is less and less Vision and more Paul Bettany. But that's okay, though. I still think he was really good in that movie, and I still love that character. I think he's fighting game material. I think anyone who has a phase is always going to be fighting game material, right? Anyone can shoot a laser. That's not special, but I think he has the versatility to be all sorts of cool shit. Do you want him to be the flight character? Okay, Archangel couldn't make it. Yeah, you're a flight character, right? Beam supers, phase mix-ups. I think it's all there. I think he's just fighting game material head to toe, right?
I just keep taking your picks, man.
Yeah, I did not. I expected overlap with some of the others, but I figured because you like some weird, obscure shit, I wasn't expecting a lot of. I don't mean that in a bad way, but who's that shark asshole you like so much in the DC universe?
Huh?
Who's that shark asshole you like in the DC universe?
King Shark?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be King Shark 10 times.
Well, like I said, the only reason Ghost isn't on that list is because I think Ghost would be kind of a hard sell in a fighting game. I love his character in the comics, how he's like this kind of crazy fucking conspiracy theorist dude, or conspiracy nut, I should say.
Yeah, he's like a complete shut-in who doesn't bathe.
Yeah, he's a really fun character in that Thunderbolts run he was in. And he could do explosives or maybe some gun or some shit, but his main gimmick is anti-corporate bullshit and steal espionage shit, going into companies and stealing files because he can phase through the walls and be invisible. As a fighting game character, I don't think he'd be that interesting. I just like the character.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about Vision is he can phase, but then he can also become super heavy and do a juggernaut charge at you.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't even know that. That's tight.
Yeah, he can go low density and walk through walls or super high density.
I just thought your list, Smoke Man, was going to be 10 Shark Kings, and your honorable mentions were going to be 5 Dr. Poisons. So
it was suspicious when before we recorded he was like, I need 10 minutes to look at Namor's Rogues Gallery.
And there's no Namor on your list, just to specify.
No Namor, just his villains.
So it wasn't I got Namor, I need him to
Wait.
fight someone.
Wait, did I say that?
No, I'm making fun of you.
Oh. Namor only has 2 villains.
His villains are the surface.
There's a Tuma and Tiger Shark, which is basically just shitty Ocean Master and Black Manta.
Well, there you go.
There you go. Listen, number one. Tim, I'm sorry.
Vision.
Vision. Okay, yeah. Vision's good. My number one.
Number one.
It's funny. Razor said it a second ago. The Juggernaut,
I was surprised nobody said the Juggernaut till now.
and now they have.
Well, there you go.
I'm very happy with our '90s representation overall here. We've done a good job, and I'm also happy that someone else said, "Fucking Omega Red," because I felt a little guilty about not, But
That's what I was saying with Omega Red. Like, there's other characters.
Yeah, when I
was
said
thinking-
him, they were like, I thought Django is the Omega Red guy, because Takeda.
I know. Right?
Well,
There's
I was thinking Doc Ock could do similar shit. Like,
I mean,
Doc Ock.
no, Doc Ock is Brainiac shit, dude. Come on, dude. One day.
I think you got that around, sir. You got that backwards.
Doc Ock is Sindel shit now.
Listen,
Oh,
none of the
right.
Doc Ock isn't fucking Omega Red or Takeda shit. I'm glad you said Omega Red because now I get to say Juggernaut, and they're both in there.
Now that I know that no one picked Dr. Octopus, I gotta fucking take the leader off and replace him with Doc Ock.
You should have done that in the fucking first place. I can't believe that you put Deleter on your list and not Dr. Octopus. But
Fuck
listen,
you!
But listen, we're talking about my number one right now.
Could have had the power of the sun in the palm of your hand.
He's the goddamn Juggernaut, dude. And I would make this the most sick ass Juggernaut you ever seen. He, fucking, he would do some Injustice 1 Doomsday shit, but less dumb. Just less dumb of a character overall. And I would
It was pretty dumb.
dude, yeah, I don't know if there's ever been a dumber character in Marvel in an NRS game. Like, just, and when I say dumb, I mean like, dude, that fucking overhead low shit online. Like, come on.
It was amazing.
Dude, this is about one move. That's overhead low. Fucking meteor dive, overhead low. Dude, we get it. It's fine. Juggernaut. Juggernaut would have some of that fucking shit. He would be fast. He wouldn't be a slow ass bitch. Because he's the
He'll hit you with Sean Pimp.
he's the Juggernaut shit, dude. And he would also be really big. And I would give him some like Sidorak buffs because
Charles will beat you with Charles.
fucking Sidorak is sick. There's not enough Sidorak representation, damn it. So man, and that would be sick to have fucking like a good like Sidorak buff Juggernaut versus Thor, and just go for it. Have fun, fighting games, right? Come on, Juggernaut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good look. I think this is a good looking roster. All these characters, dude.
I like it. I like
Yeah.
it. It's not boring me, and that's the problem. Like, I always expect a Marvel Games roster to bore me.
A little history. Juggernaut actually made me quit Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Oh,
I thought that was
What?
Iceman.
No, I fought the good fight against Iceman. I hated fighting Iceman, but I fought him. Like, I was in the arcade scene in 1999 when Marvel 1 came out, and I stuck with it till about 2002. And then once the meta developed, one day I went to the arcade. My friend had been practicing. I'd taken a break, right? When I got back, the meta was lockdown. The meta was zoning and lockdown, and the team was... Django, have I told this story before? Because if so, stop me, but...
if you have, I've forgotten it. So tell again.
Basically, he picked Doom on point, Thanos, and Juggernaut. And he basically pulled out Juggernaut assist and did whatever the fuck he wanted. And I was like, if this is the meta, I'm not interested. Also, fuck Juggernaut. But seriously, the Juggernaut's pretty tight, though, because Keith was talking about this recently. He's a big body who's not a grappler. He just keeps moving forward and just keeps knocking you down, and that's tight.
That's pressure,
refreshing.
dude.
I feel like you've told that story a million times with like 3 other characters.
No, it's always been Thanos, Doom, and Juggernaut. Unless I forgot. I know for sure Juggernaut and Doom were there. I'm
You're gonna
pretty
keep
sure.
saying Juggernaut, aren't you?
Yeah, you keep saying Joker.
Juggernaut.
Juggernaut? Oh, Juggernaut.
Juggernaut.
Capcom.
It's not, it's Juggernaut.
Juggernaut.
I'm surprised there wasn't a Thanos in anybody's list. Especially with
Thanos-
Kemp over here, and then with Smoke Man giving the Tesseract to
done.
Red Skull. I'm like, who's just throwing the Infinity Gauntlet? Why
I like Thanos.
Thanos is like one of those like locks that you expect to happen.
So here's, like, I feel like Thanos really needs to be like, do the Infinity Gauntlet as a game, get it the fuck out of your system, and don't do Thanos anymore. And I feel the same way about fucking Darkseid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't just
There are other main
that
villains
big
in these
Thanos
universes. Doesn't always have to be the one guy.
on like in my NRS Marvel game, Thanos would be DLC if anything.
I would not waste time on Thanos. He'd be like, there's no space for Thanos in my Marvel vs. Capcom game, like, ever.
No.
Thanos would be the pre-order character that would suck fucking ass when you play him.
I think my
Thanos
pre-order
would be
character.
nothing because he's not in my game.
I should have done that. We should have done pre-order characters. My pre-order
true.
character would have been Apocalypse, easy.
Well, do I choose from my honorable mentions?
What do you mean?
pre-order character?
No. Those are those are the DLC pack.
Well, a pre-order bonus is DLC.
I mean, yeah, but it's also weird DLC.
It's a weird thing. Like
It's
it's
like its
not
own
it's not
thing.
part of it's not part of the pack. It's its own thing.
And it's also
Like,
like
no.
the game, like part of the game's ad campaign, like the core game's ad campaign to get you.
Yeah.
I guess I'll make the Living Tribunal pre-order bonus.
My pre-order is Kang the Conqueror.
okay, all right, that's fine.
You know what? Kang almost made my list.
Did he? Who
Yeah.
would be your pre-order, Razor?
Oh, hell.
We did it.
Go Arnim Zola.
Zola.
Walking television.
Yeah, dude.
Walking television with a
You know what? MODOK.
I knew it. I knew it was coming.
go.
Wait, so it doesn't have to be from our list? It can be anyone? Or no?
I mean,
I mean,
yeah,
oh,
because
if it has to
Apocalypse
be
wasn't
from our
on my
list.
list.
Oh, I thought we had to pick from our 10. Okay.
Okay, if it has to be from our list,
No,
man.
it doesn't
Well,
have
no,
to
it
be.
doesn't apparently.
No.
So,
It doesn't have to be from your list.
Yeah,
Okay, then we'll stick with MODOK. We'll stick with MODOK.
MODOK's good.
okay. Fuck, this snuck up on me. And I can't use my... Do you know yours, Django?
Yeah, I said Apocalypse, dude.
Fuck
God,
me.
he would be so fucking sick. I would buy that so hard. Apocalypse walks up, he does like the fucking laugh, and he looks all evil and menacing.
Temp, just say Fujin and be done with it.
No, hold on, wait, this is really hard.
This is important, you guys.
Okay, wait, is our NRS Marvel game going to have an MK guest character?
No.
Not on this list, it doesn't. It probably would, but we, unless you guys really want to add one.
Keep saying shit while you like Apocalypse, Django.
Dude, Apocalypse is so fucking tight, right? And if it was me, I would probably have that be like the whole game's like deal. Magneto and the X-Men have to like kind of try to work together with older Steve Rogers and the Avengers to take on an actually threatening Apocalypse situation. Rather than Apocalypse, who sometimes he kind of gets pushed around a little bit. But I think that Apocalypse has big time fucking potential as a really sick villain. And he's got fucking celestial shit and that nice one shot story with Thor. So Thor has a little bit of a beef there too, bringing in some cosmic slice of Marvel as well. That would be my whole deal, which kind of makes Apocalypse perfect for the pre-order bonus. Apocalypse, and fuck, he can do so much fucking cool shit. He's a shapeshifter. Like, already, that's pretty fucking sick. He can get really big. He can get really small. He can turn his body into fucking all kinds of weapons and guns and crazy shit. He's also just a big fucking bitch. And he can pull out the fucking, his 4 horsemen to attack you. Dude, he's come on. This character would be sick.
He's also Jobber Supreme.
I mean, as villains are often tend to be,
Like he's like super Jobber, man, like super.
You heard the part where I said like do him well and make him into a sick villain and not like a bitch villain. Not that fucking X-Men movie Apocalypse. Oh my god, don't even fucking
I mean, even outside the movie, like
don't even. Well, I'm just saying, not that fucking movie shit. Oh man, and the speeches from Apocalypse, dude.
Crash Against can't be broken.
The pattern tends to be that they build him up, and it's like, oh, look how powerful Apocalypse is, and then like some guy like Black Bolt shows up and kills him in one shot.
Black Bolt's
I
not
didn't
a
know
video game.
I don't think we ever got that big showdown with Apocalypse in the cartoon. I don't feel like that ever happened.
There were episodes where it's like we see Apocalypse murder all the X-Men, and then it's Cable's future, and he goes back and changes it.
Yeah, there's stuff like that.
That's right.
But
I
there was
remember
like a really big end battle that stayed canon and wasn't like time erased.
In the intro to my game, Apocalypse would kill all the Inhumans.
I mean, yeah, fuck those characters.
All right, I'm going to say if I'm doing a pre-order character, I'm going to do someone who I think is going to be visually interesting. I'm going to say Jubilee.
I'm down. I'm so down with Jubilee. Jubilee would be sick.
Normal Jubilee or
Sleeps
Vampire
on Jubilee. They're like, oh, she just makes fireworks. I don't know if you know this, but fireworks are explosives.
Yeah, they got boom people.
I like colorful shit. Like, I'm not even ashamed of it. I love metallic shit. I love colorful shit.
She makes explosions, and everybody's like, oh, it's just fireworks. She's weak. What the fuck are you talking about? I do not understand.
These are bombs, people. They're the bombs.
Why? Why would we have Jubilee when we can just have Boom Boom?
Because fuck Boom Boom.
And it's not surprising that Tim picks like one of the most anime X-Men characters.
Maybe. I mean, she's Asian. I don't know if that makes her anime, but she's cool. I like
Dude,
Jubilee.
come on, dude. She's like
Jubilee's
a teenager.
always
She's
my
running around. She's kind of happy-ish, and she fucking has this sick, visually appealing powers that are like colorful and effective.
Weirdly enough, only 2 women made it on my original list.
Weird.
Sexist.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Even I had more than that, and
I'm
I
trying to
usually
do
get
better.
Fucking whatever.
I had 3 women.
Did I?
6 if you count my honorable mentions.
Scarlet Witch, Storm, and I had to bump Psylocke. Well, whatever.
Womp womp.
Whatever. Listen, you guys said Rogue, Emma Frost, and Psylocke, so I'm happy. All those characters are in the game. That's how it works.
So what's the collective roster then?
Oh man, I don't know.
Somebody can listen back to this episode and figure it out for
Yeah,
themselves.
somebody can do that. The whole fucking list together, and it would be sick. Who picked a Guardians of the Galaxy character?
I had Mantis.
Okay. I think that like most corners of that universe got some representation. I guess especially since except for Namor shit, I guess. Damn.
Wait, so man, who was your pre-order character again?
Fuck
My
Namor.
favorite character was Kang the Conqueror.
Okay, so when you buy our NRS Marvel game, the 3 pre-order characters are Jubilee, Kang, and Apocalypse.
The 4, because I had MODOK.
And MODOK, oh my god! What kind of fucking pre-order bonus packages? I mean, it's a great deal, don't get me wrong, but... That's
It's an amazing bonus package. No one's ever seen anything like this. It's going to sell like hotcakes.
Have you seen the shitty NetherRealm trailer of the shadows, the characters walking up? MODOK and the Jubilee?
There's literally a character for everybody.
I almost put Shatterstar on this list.
You dog, you like big people? We got Apocalypse. You like small people? We got Jubilee. You like time travel? We got Kang. You like heads? We got MODOK. There's something for everybody.
Whenever I think about MODOK, I think about Mojo. Mojo's pretty cool.
Mojo would be a good boss character, in my opinion, despite the power levels. I think you could do cool shit with Mojo.
So, I don't ever want to see Mojo in anything approaching like photorealism.
Yeah, that would be really scary, actually.
I don't need that visual in my life.
You don't want him in the movies?
Fuck no.
Man. I mean, if they do, I mean, you can do him, but you would have to like reimagine that shit to make it not just horrifying.
Okay, so the Ultimate Universe redid Mojo as a human television executive who's just a very fat man.
I don't think that's bad either. I like the other Mojo better, but
yeah, I think that's a little.
I mean,
too
the other
much.
Mojo is way out there. Like, it's just weird to have the X-Men fighting like
But he's an alien too.
some Jabba the Hutt from alternate dimensions who runs like space TV.
That's the
dude,
problem with the
it's
X-Men,
space
man.
death matches,
They're so expansive with bullshit stories that they're basically they could be their own comic company, man.
Well, yeah, they could be their entire own universe. They don't just fight mutant stuff. They do space and alternate realities all the time.
They do.
It's so fucking retarded.
I don't know. Interdimensional death battle sounds kind of cool though.
Well, Chris Claremont was writing the entire X-Men universe by himself for 20 years. He got bored a few times, all right?
It's gonna happen. Like, yeah, you gotta fucking. You know what? We're gonna do some shit.
Do we have a sub-boss, out of curiosity?
You have Eternity and the
Boone?
Living Tribunal on this roster, and you're like, do we have a sub-boss?
It's just Saberwolf. We'll just make it Saberwolf.
Saberwolf. Man, I thought about fucking Sabretooth too, but he.
Yeah, did you say Saber Wolf?
Oh, I was fucked, man.
Did you mean
Saberwolf?
Sabretooth? I
That's my
thought you
main.
meant a guest character.
I worry sometimes, dude. Like, I've been having problems lately, man. Like, I don't know. I've been doing a lot of that shit lately. It's starting to scare the shit out of me.
It's a thing. It does start happening.
Dude, I do that shit all the time too, so...
I think it's natural. They're almost the same word. Almost.
That's the hope. That is also like. There's been a lot of KI chat right now.
There has, I'm definitely putting like KI lore on the Patreon poll because look. Yesterday, I was trying to like figure out, what is the storyline of Killer Instinct? Nobody's doing that on YouTube. It literally doesn't exist. How the fuck?
It's open, dude. Open market.
I cannot believe somebody isn't making KI lore videos.
It's free real estate.
There are like 5 channels that make MK lore videos.
It's almost like someone should fill the void.
Yeah, that's going on the poll.
Put it on the poll. I like at the end of this Patreon video, we're plugging other Patreon videos. It's a really, really good move. That's it, people. That's our fucking Marvel roster, and it's pretty fucking beautiful, if you ask me. And
I like it.
see,
I'd play this game.
it's definitive. Ed Boon, next time you have a talk with Disney, this is your game.
Ed Boon, who is subscribed to our Patreon and hearing this.
Ed Boon. When you hear this,
You know
and
what?
I know
I
you
should
will.
make a $100 tier. It's called You Are Ed Boon.
It's going at the end of this video. Thank you to these Patreon subscribers, Ed Boon. In giant fucking letters.
Don't even put rewards in it. The reward is that you're Ed Boon. Like that.
The reward is you're already Ed Boon.
Congratulations. You are Ed Boon.
Yes.
That's sick. Yeah, dude, Ed Boon, NetherRealm Studios in general, this is your game. Next time you talk to Disney, this is the pitch. You got your orders. All you guys, thanks for listening. I'm not sure how this is going to go up with the Patreon and shit and whatnot, but if you found it, congratulations. You've access to Hidden Podcast.
I mean, everything that's on the Patreon goes public in a week anyway.
Okay, you're making it sound really not
It's
like a big
exclusive
deal.
for 7 days. That's the thing.
You're really making it sound like it's not like an achievement here, like you've accomplished.
You're
something.
the one making it sound like that.
It's amazing that you're listening to this right now.
Look,
How did you find this super unlockable?
Look, it is amazing that we're rambling through this ending, not saying goodbye, and they're still listening. Yes.
Look, man, all I gotta say is that I think the real winner of tonight is that no one said Deadpool.
Man,
Fuck that character.
Look, I'm a teenage girl. I'm all about mean comments, followed by mean comments, followed by more mean comments.
Man, fuck
Like,
you.
whatever, man.
Come on. Listen, whatever. Thanks for listening, everybody.
later, nerds.
Take care, everybody.
When's Marvel?
Excelsior!